Nothing says negative to charisma like trying to do the countdown and fucking it up.
I didn't fucking it up.
Amazing.
What's up, party people? Welcome to tonight's episode of A Sinner's Dream. We're sorry.
The hiccup. Nice. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, we're pros here.
God, I love
this whole stream is a fucking hiccup.
It's so good. It's so good.
I'm just got Netflix on. That's it. I'm fine.
Yes, we know. Grey's Anatomy on loop.
I don't have it on now. Okay.
Sure.
I'm not watching things on my phone while we're streaming. No.
Anyway, thank you all for joining us tonight for A Sinner's Dream, a Noir story set with 5th edition rules. I'm glad you're here. Let's talk about some things first, huh? First off, our stream is brought to you by Foundry, the best VTT out there. It has a massive mod community of people that will help you take care of whatever it is that you have in your VTT that you want to be nice and pretty all the time. I mean, there are dice mods, there are like journal mods, which makes sense if you go and get Foundry VTT. If you ever want any help with the self-hosted service, you can drop into our Discord, ping me or Jason, and I guarantee you're going to get some help somewhere because we geek out about the mods that we find all the time. I mean, and it's, again, bar none, best VTT out there. And it's so clean, so pretty, and it's so flawless 99% of the time. And that other 1% of the time is only whenever you decide that you want to be a sysadmin and you're not, like myself, and decide that you need to go and self-host it using AWS or something else, when in reality, you can make it 100% of the time perfect by using forge-vtt.com, the best hosting service for Foundry. They have over 200 nodes worldwide for people to connect to with seamless connectivity across all people. I've been using Forge for a few months now because I stopped being stubborn. It took Jason literally pinging the people on Twitter to get a hold of me to be like, hey, stop being stupid, and buy into their world building tier. There you go. I can say those words all together for about $12 a month. Shut up, Mac. And I haven't even touched the storage capacity that it holds. It's so great. Our other sponsors for tonight are typically all music based. We do have a lot of tabletop audio that we use that support our stream. We have a bunch of other people that I use as well. I use people like Michael Gelfi. I use people like Midnight Syndicate. You really want to know my full list? You can go ahead and just hop into the Discord, ask me about it. I'll give you my full playlist. I will literally go into my YouTube music account and give you my playlist of bullshit. It's great. It's wonderful. The music's great. Don't ever give up on music, because the music that you can go and find and use in your streams is endless. Just gotta go find it. Let's see, what else? Jason, you gotta talk about our game and our dice giveaway, yeah?
Well, I sure will, Chuck, and let me tell you, for 300 elf eggs, 300 measly little baby elf eggs, we're going to give you not only just one mini, but twice the mini golf tonight, which is a casual game about golf, particularly the miniature version. If you've never played a mini golf game, they're actually a great time. Don't take my word for it. Spend your 300 elf eggs, and I'll just give it to you. One of you at least.
That is the most exciting way to talk about mini golf.
It's mini golf.
It's mini golf.
It's mini golf. What more need be said?
That's not quite the most exciting way to talk about mini golf. Definitely Kids Next Door, like 10 years ago.
Fuck over your friends while you play it. It's super good fun. Somebody's gonna rage quit halfway through.
I'm trying to think how.
Listen, it's because you don't play the game right, okay? It's not my fault.
I'm not getting the club thrown at my head, and it's just digital. So.
Yeah, just digital.
How many
I'll find a way,
get?
buddy.
It's already mini golf. How do you mini golf?
Well, you can mini
It's
it.
twice the mini for -2. It's -2 minis.
Extra mini.
Yeah, redeem those
Okay.
300 elf eggs and you can find out.
We put
Right.
the FU back in fun.
Yeah. 300 elf eggs. You'll find out. Jesus Christ. Just
Can
do
my
it already.
computer run it?
Can your computer run it? I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Hey, let me flip a D2 real quick. Yes.
Anyways, if you don't want mini
Alright,
golf,
fuck
you're a
it.
big spender. You can save up 2,000 of those elf eggs. That's pretty much the entire show if you start at the beginning and sit all the way through this madness.
Speaking of,
2,000 elf eggs get you an entry into our dice giveaway this month. This month, we have partnered with Dice Envy. If you're not familiar with Dice Envy, go check out diceenvy.com. Is it a back or a forward? It's a slash. It's that internet slash, that URL slash we love. neg2.
It's a normal
And you can
slash.
check out all their killer dice. Use neg2 at checkout for
it's the one that's on the
10% off.
same
You
key
know,
as
like
the question
www.
mark.
//
It's for,
Yeah, but
for
which
Neopets.com.
slash? Is it a
No,
forward slash or
no, that's
backslash?
not correct, Adelaide.
It's back.
It's not www./ It's https .//
There's a colon in there.
It's not
Dot.
a dash, it's a colon. Well, it is
What
two
the
dots.
fuck are
it
we
is
doing?
dot.
Anyways, 2,000 elf eggs.
This
Real
is not
Dice
start
Envy.
Ong, okay? It's called Ong.
Feel free.
Solid.
Feel free. You go check out the dice we are giving away this month. Are their Bifrosted dice, which are absolutely gorgeous. We will have some promo
those are-
material out later this week, but they're beautiful. They could be
It's
yours.
the Bifrost set? Oh shit.
Yeah. See.
Those are good. Those
Oh,
are
now we
fucking
listen to
pretty.
Jason. Now we take Jason seriously.
Well,
Back to you,
I mean,
Chuck.
Still no, but you know.
well, it's back to me. I guess. Well, I don't remember what happened 2 weeks ago. Give me
neither.
the radio recap, please.
For here is a remedy that I'm sure won't fail. But tell me, how do you feel when you're in love? How do I feel? My gosh, Harry, it's the most wonderful feeling in the world.
It's a rainy day in Kasmar. After his untimely knockout, Wilhelm invited his friends to his home. How kind of him to host the other dicks. Harold, however, did not approve. After the Moose Man and Cowboy left to do something, the rest of the team made their way to the docks. Looky, there's your sign. Enjoy your shopping episode of Finn Wilds. I hope it doesn't get too spooky this week on A Sinner's Dream.
So,
That was full of
Thanks.
lies. We didn't even shop.
yeah, no, that's great. That's why it's wonderful. That's why the
The
radio
night
is
is
great.
still early.
We
No, the moose and the
to be honest,
cowboy
we don't
did
know
something.
we don't know what the moose and the cow guy did.
We don't.
We went
So-
off together and had dinner. Shut up.
We're gonna find out tonight, actually, here in a moment, after Adelaide gives us a better recap.
Oh, am I
Oh,
doing a better
man.
recap again?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I mean, you're the one that takes notes.
I
It's
do.
not
I
my
do
fault.
take the notes. I take wonderful notes. Okay, so last week we left off on top of the roof after a very tense encounter with Willem's boyfriend. And we hear a noise in the clouds and realize that it's Blue Streak passing by. And she tosses a black box, or we assume she tosses a black box that lands on the roof. We thought it was a bomb, knocked it off. Turns out it's not a bomb. Turns out Regani was coming to destroy the phylactery. Inside of the box, there is a note that says, "Remove burning hate." Whatever that means. We got a card. We saw a card for Luke and Merc. I think that was memorable for some of you. I don't know who that is. And Willem moves in with Harold in a very valiant gesture. Anyway, we were off to Dimitri's shop that was on the docks, and it's this very abandoned-looking, unoccupied building. But we step inside, and suddenly it's not abandoned. It's very fancy, like Gucci on the docks business. And Dimitri is actually Irvin's adopted brother from way back when. There's some weird cocoa shit going on with his family where they're all ghosts and they're just possessing one body. It was really cool. Actually, it was super cool. Go watch that episode if you haven't. And the phylactery is owned by a retired lich. That's what we found out last week. My notes were so good last week.
Retired lich.
Great.
I didn't know liches could retire. It's
That's
a
what
whole
I
new
put
world.
down, so it's
Like a
canon
board,
now.
it
I
just say
think it's a good word for what he was describing. I just
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's somewhere in Chult playing mini golf.
All right. So we're gonna find out what Mac and Padraig went and did. As the two of you are standing outside of the door in the hallway of this decrepit apartment. I say decrepit, it's really not nearly as bad as I'm making it out to be. It's just pretty bad. Padraig, you get a message from Weatherford. As the two of you are just kind of like standing there listening between, listening into the door, but keeping an eye out. And he just says, hey, Pod, you mind meeting me at the office whenever you have a second?
Yeah, no problem.
Good. And it, clicks out. You kind of take a moment and look over at Mac, report that, you stick your head inside, let him know that you're going to go. And Mac decides to choose to go with.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? I haven't had a good chewing out yet.
It's true.
The horns stick
Unfortunately,
together.
about 10 minutes down the street, about 5 minutes from the office, Mac, you get a message. It is irate, it is terrifying, and it is loud. Mac Belmont, you get your ass to your house tonight! We're gonna talk about that letter you left me, you piece of shit! I'll be there.
About this time, I'm real happy I changed the locks. Right, so, how about we go talk to Weatherford and, I think I got a meeting a little bit later before we join everybody, wherever the hell they're gonna be. So, let's go talk to the boss and, yeah.
Sounds good to me. Yes, let's go.
The only good thing that's gonna happen, I think.
Whoa, who was that?
Somebody I used to know.
I see. All right, to Weatherford then.
The song's all stuck in all your heads.
Well, it wasn't until you said something. As
In my head.
you all hit the street and it begins to rain softly, people begin pulling out their umbrellas. You have to occasionally kind of push past a few people that are huddled together, taking up the majority of the sidewalk. Puddles begin to form in streets, cars splashing through them. You arrive at the Weathford Hole building, and looking up at it, most of the windows are dark. It's pushing about midday, if I remember correctly. And you begin heading up. As the both of you get up to the frosted over glass frame that says Weatherford Hole etched into its nice pane, the door is left open, currently cracked, and the lights are off inside.
Oh, that's ominous. You got more armor on. How about you step in first before he decides to, I don't know, pull something on us or throw a coffee maker or, whole bottle of whiskey or something.
That sounds like a good idea. And after I say that, I like turn a little gear. Mac, you see me turn a little gear like on the side of my shoulder, and my armor just electrifies. You can hear like a hum. And yeah, I open the door.
You open the door to a silent, quiet, which means the same thing, office. A thin layer of dust has already started to gather on your desks, as you guys haven't been here in a couple weeks at this point. The forms from Yentrist are still sitting on Wilhelm's desk as you pass by them, and there's just a soft glimmer of what looks like a flicker of a light beyond the frosted windows of Weatherford's office.
Why do I feel like we're gonna go talk to a teacher that and like we're failing a grade? Fuck it.
Yeah, I start walking forward. It looks like Podrick was gonna say something, but he just, yeah, you just hear like the fists kind of crunching inside the gauntlets.
Yeah, just walk up and knock on the door.
Come in.
Open it after you, Pod.
As you open up the door, the only source of light in the room that isn't streaming through the blinds, giving the entirety of the space that grayscale light, is a cigar that occasionally flickers and burns for a moment as he takes in a deep inhale. You can see the color of his skin kind of come up in a central location to his face, not quite getting all the way up to his salt and pepper hair, as he just very briefly knocks some of the ash off. Turns around in the chair, looks out the window for a moment, just kind of broods.
Hey there, boss.
Have a seat, I guess. Would you like a drink? And he gets up and he goes over to his little bar top that he has, pulls a nice decanter out that he only pulls out for certain occasions. He pulls the crystalline stopper from it, pouring 2 drinks. And he stoppers it back up.
Breaking out the NAS stuff?
He doesn't even look at the two of you. Before going over to his chair, sitting in it, and turning back around, back to the both of you.
Yeah. I understand how you're feeling right now.
Nah, I don't think you do.
Maybe not. But I walked through the same tunnel you did. I just look over at Mac and sort of quietly sip my drink.
At least you walked, I was dragged.
True enough. Weatherford, are you alright? You seem a bit distant, more than usual.
He takes a long drag. He just takes a moment. I knew it was going to be a lot to take in, but at what point do we no longer call ourselves investigators? And finally he turns and like looks at specifically Padraig.
I suppose that would be when we stop investigating. And there's a lot more to figure out, Mr. Hole. So where do we go next? I haven't been able to figure it out.
He finally turns back around and he'd already turned to look at you, but he turns completely back around to face the both of you. And he taps a letter on the desk that's been opened. And you see a very fine envelope that has some semblance of filigree around the edges of the flap, but you can't quite tell what color it is in this lighting. The artist died.
I just inspect it. Does the Hole look really super drunk right now?
Make an insight check. Actually, don't make an insight check. Make an investigation check.
All right, you can do that.
I'll get my dice out.
16.
With a 16 pod, his demeanor's off already, first off. You've never seen him this broody, and he's a broody dude. It's a little odd that he won't be in proper light. And the cigar does not smell like his typical cigar.
He's smoking
Nice.
weed.
I just take a few steps towards him and I touch the desk. Going to cast oh wait, no, I can't do that. I cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
And I say, What do we do, Mr. Hole? I asked you a question.
Padraig. Well, hold on. Mac, you get another message as he asked the question. I got into your house. I'm at your rune circle. We're going to be having a conversation. Don't worry, I won't eat all your bacon.
As if one person could eat all of his bacon.
I don't say anything, I just let it end. And then when I'm sure it's off, I'm just, bitch.
He looks up at you, takes a long, deep drag, and just says, "We find answers
Yeah,
slowly nod.
That's what we do.
Well, here's what I've got so far. And I take out the little recorder that I have. It doesn't really record more than like 30 seconds at a time. So it's just like a bunch of little quick notes of things that I've seen along the way in the past several weeks. Specifically things like little oddities about people. Strange things I noticed. Specifically, what was it? It was about the artist who made that statue at the place we went to. The two artists.
He's dead now?
Yeah. Well, no, they're dead? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's what
he did just say the artist died.
Just, there's only one artist. It's Norm, and his husband is Saffron Woodward.
Yeah.
We don't know if Saffron's dead or not.
Norm's dead, or at least that's what he said. That's what the letter is saying, allegedly.
Yeah, Norm's dead. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right, shit.
But then his husband, his partner, there's some information about him too, and that's like most of what I have on there right now. The rest of it, I mean, Hole already knows. But yeah, I say to him, I've been considering I've been considering a lot of things, but knowing what we know now, we have to figure out how to fix it. The phylactery, that is.
Padraig, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wait, we're talking to somebody that... Oh, shit.
I had a feeling.
Oh, no. He fucking made the save.
It's a surefire test, man.
Oh, he made the fucking... Weatherford made the save.
No. I was in character and out of character. I was suspicious of it, but I had to go forward. Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
24 points of psychic damage.
Okay, not what I was thinking, because I was thinking
Second
Weatherford was
time.
not Weatherford.
24?
That is what it is.
Oh, wait, is it? Okay.
24, you said?
Yep.
Okay, I'm still up.
Did you make the save? Oh.
No, you got a 5.
Oh.
Immediately, your brain is racked with pain as you feel a deep pressure in your temples.
All right, if that's the case, then I know that this isn't the Weatherford that we brought to the Shadow Lilies. And I cast Shatter on him.
What?
Thanks for happening real fast, Mac.
That is a failure. Roll your damage as you place this shatter on him. Are you trying to get like the entire room, or behind him, or just on him?
Pretty much on him and everything around him. Just
okay,
like
the space is only about 20 foot wide in total.
Okay, so pretty much the whole space then.
All right, Mac, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw then.
Okay,
so
not
does Padraig.
not that big, I guess. But I guess it would have to be that big, right?
Yeah, you can't control the size.
So can I put it against like the back? Can I put it like against the back wall so that like it hits?
Yeah,
like
the
him?
back window.
Yeah, so like it doesn't hit us, obviously, but like him. Yeah,
absolutely. So as you feel that pain rack your mind, you just immediately just throw out this thing that this emitter that just goes flying through the air, crashing through the glass before it boom outward. This familiar sound of thunder erupting from the outside, glass shattering inward as this figure of Weatherford just slams his head into the desk from the impact. I need to roll initiative for the three of us.
Oh, fuck.
Indeed.
And I'm just gonna use Wilhelm
I really.
as a placeholder.
Mac, I can't believe you didn't mention this to us whenever you got to the place we were at.
Sorry. When I showed up,
There was a ghost
like,
coming out of people.
Yeah, like shit, and and it was after my conversation with Mabel, and I was drunk, so.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on.
Okay, well, at least I get advantage on initiative because I think I'm going to need it. Because we haven't had a long rest or anything, have we?
Not since the rooftop.
Did have a short rest though.
I really hope Mac and Padraig aren't getting into any trouble.
But we had a short rest, but we haven't had a long rest since we left the lilies.
Correct.
Cool. I have 18 hit points.
What'd you get for initiative?
24.
24? Okay.
He's fast.
I have advantage on initiative rolls, and I just rolled a 20 with my new dice.
It's okay. In canon, he can't die, so.
I mean, that is true.
All right, as it slams downward, Mac, you're up first. This is not what is this music. This is not what I wanted.
I can do it in a move. I'm drawing my pistols, and both of them, and pointing one at Padraig, one at Weatherford, and holding my action and screaming, "What the fuck?"
Okay.
While slowly backing toward the door.
Okay. Got it. Wilhelm's
Of course,
turn.
you're gonna follow the total fucking reaction. Jesus Christ.
The figure puts his feet onto the desk and launches himself backwards through the now shattered window.
Perfect.
I was holding my action. I'm pulling a trigger.
Yep.
Let's see. No, I wasn't. Fuck. I didn't use my mark target or anything like that, so. Alright, just press 7. Which does an 18 hit?
It does.
Oh, cool. Alright. 8 piercing. Takes a whole 3 points. And then the second shot, 2 attacks per action. Also an 18.
So technically held actions, whenever you make the hold action before an attack, it's only 1.
Oh, that is right. Yeah. So just 3.
3 plus anything, or 3 total?
No, total. I only it's 1d8 piercing on the revolvers.
All right, cool. Well, he's
Ain't
falling
that
4
cool.
stories, so this will be fun.
Okay.
So did he? Wait, I cast Featherfall on him.
Okay, then he doesn't take any fall damage from this. As he just shoves himself up and over, doing a backflip out of the window. You watch as he grabs a piece of paper off of the counter behind him and flips you off as he flips backwards onto the ground, as he just slowly drifts down to the ground. And he looks up, and you watch as his face changes. It's a face that you haven't seen before. His figure, his facial expression changes to that of a man with a bit of a goatee. His hair is slicked back, and his skin darkens immediately as he just kind of gets into stride with the people around him, looking up and around, confused.
All right, Mac. I hope you might want to. We're gonna have to jump. Are you ready?
What?
I just start running and I say, "Hurry up!" and I jump out the window. I'm waiting for Mac. I'm holding my action to cast the second Featherfall.
I'm just like, fuck it, and yeah,
That's your
jumping
turn.
out.
All right, As the both of you jump, you release that feather fall. Mark off that spell slot for me, please.
All
As
right.
you both land, it's his turn. He does a thing.
He does a thing. What's the thing, Chuck?
Don't worry about it.
The thing. I don't know if I like that.
He
Podrig,
does a thing.
Podrig, Mac, what are you doing?
Uh,
You can use your
immediately
action
move-
to make a perception check.
I mean, we can
I'm
see him. Can
immediate-
we still see him?
It's you have dropped down into a crowd and people are like trying to get away from you. So there is a crowd gathered at this point on either side of the street as he is.
Okay, I take out my gun and a shotgun and I aim it into the air and I shoot it and I say, "Everybody out of the way!" Boom, and I just shoot like 2 shells into the air.
Okay, make an intimidation check.
I'm stuck in action. I'm just like, the fuck is going on? And I just start taking off in the direction he did, trying to find him.
Okay.
13.
Yes, I'm.
All right, which are you going north or are you going south?
Well, we saw which way he went from the window.
Podrag did.
Oh,
Barely.
shit. I'm going to attempt a perception check then.
Okay. Make the perception check.
All right, 16.
Okay, with a 16. As you land and he everyone out of the way and starts like charging through the crowd that is now moving past. With a 16, you're like very quickly scanning the crowd. You don't see anyone familiar at all.
Bob, do you know where this guy went?
I look at Mac. He went, and I look around. Do I know where he went?
Make a perception check.
Damn it. I shoot things. I don't look at them.
Damn it, he's using some sort of magic.
The 6? No idea. And with that, we're going to end combat because he will get away.
Damn it.
There's no way you're going to catch him.
What the fuck was that?
It seemed like some sort of shapeshifter creature taking the place of our boss, but then where is Weatherford? Is he still at the Shadow Lilies? Where could he be?
All right, so, somebody took the shape of our boss, got into the building, got his stone to talk to us, and
you don't know if it was his stone. You don't know who's calling you until you hear the voice.
Good point. What the fuck did that letter say? Did he grab that letter?
Nope.
I'm immediately heading back upstairs.
As you're heading upstairs, you get another message saying, "I found your stash of things, and I will take them downstairs if you do not join me."
Yeek. I hear you. I'll be there this evening. It's the afternoon right now, and
I
someone
have
just
something going on this evening. I think we should probably meet up now.
come by the office
Okay.
and leave my shit there.
No,
Oh.
you can come here, or I can bring it to you.
I'm just looking around furiously. Do I see anything out of the ordinary other than people probably looking at me because I shot the air?
Rolling over that 6. Nah, man, you don't see much of anything. But you,
Damn it.
as you go to turn inside, you put your shotgun away and reach into one of the pockets, and you find a small note. And all it says, it's like a ripped piece of paper. It says, "Come alone," and it has an address.
just reload my shotgun and I put it away. It's the first time I've even used it this entire time. It's the first time Max ever seen me shoot that shotgun, probably ever.
Another reason why I'm kind of like, what the fuck's going on?
I load it back up, put the safety on, and strap it to my back, and look. I show him the paper, and I say, I think I have to do this.
What the fuck is going on?
I'm sorry, but your VTuber got stuck with the. After you said look, and it was great.
I show him the paper, and
So, wait. So, not Weatherford somehow got that in your pocket, telling you to come alone. I've got fucking Mabel ringing the shit off of me. What the fuck? Why is everything happening right now? And then, like, weird invisible person stabbing the fuck out of Wilhelm. Look, you go handle that. I'm gonna go home and give someone a telling to. Let's find out where the other ones went. We'll fucking, after we're done with this, meet up over there.
all right, I think that's a good idea. I don't really know if there's a time limit on this, but I think probably we should. Why don't we all?
I got a time limit. She's ransacking my house right now.
Do you want me to come with you?
That would be bad.
All right. Well, then I'm going to go after this.
All right, I'm gonna go home to the missus. This is gonna suck.
I'm sorry, Mac. I don't have anything advice or magical I can give you other than just make sure you cover your face.
That's funny. Yeah. Yeah. Brass knuckles kind of go through shit that. Yeah. No. I'll call you later, and I just fucking start walking. Nope. That is not happening. Nope. Fucker.
Padre, Mac, as the both of you are going your separate directions, you get a call from Pip letting you both know where to go on the docks when the time comes.
I'm turning off my fucking thing after that. Just leave a quick message. Stop fucking calling me.
Right. Padre, is there anything you'd like to do before you go to your place?
Wait. But okay. Oh, when you said my place, I thought you meant like my place.
I do.
Wait, that's where the address is?
Yep.
You serious?
Yep.
Are you serious? Oh my god.
It's like right next door. It's not your place, but it's next door.
Fuck.
That's so weird. All right, I'll go. I don't have any. What can I do? I mean, I can disguise myself, but why? They already know who I am. Like,
disguise yourself how? You're an armored moose.
So you see, Harold, what I'm saying is like, think of like the sending stones, but with like some sort of illusory script. No, I think it could be something.
Who would want to just read all the time?
I don't know. I think I think it is you can get way more information out.
But it's so much slower.
That?
So we could call it scripting.
It's just so much slower.
I like
Talking
it.
so fast.
We'll
I don't really
workshop
like
that.
to talk on the phone that much, so a script would be quite nice.
But here's the thing: if you're talking to someone and you're in a hurry, you can talk faster. You can only read one speed.
Well,
That's not strictly true.
That's not true.
Yeah,
That's
it
not
is.
true.
It's slow.
Podrick's just like walking through the streets in the rain and like clip, clop, splash.
I'm like hailing a cab. It's like, what the fuck, man? Dump, step on it.
I like look down at a pocket watch in my pocket.
Padre, you make it to your shop.
So fucked up.
I look
Are
inside.
you going into yours or are you going into next door?
I'm gonna look inside real quick, make sure nothing's like been ransacked.
The door is locked. And as you kind of like peek inside, make a perception check.
$16.
With the 16, as you kind of like look around, everything looks okay.
All right, I lock the door. I'll come check a little closer later. And I head next door.
As you head next door, it is a garage with a single door, or a single garage door, I should say, and one typical office door. No windows to be seen. The door is unlocked as you make your way into this small office space. There is a desk in a corner, a couple of bookshelves, typical chairs, just kind of like sitting there, plastic. Little coffee table, a couple things kind of scattered across it. And on the desk, you can see piles and piles of trash from food. And another door beyond, and you kind of check it for a moment, listen, you don't hear anything before stepping inside to a full garage. There are cars lining either side that look like they haven't been touched in months. In fact, a few of them still have covers over the top. And in the center of the room, away from all the tools and the various different mechanical liquids that dot the space and give the scent of a shop home, is a single chair underneath a flickering light. As you can see, what looks like Weathford Hole currently stitching up a grazed wound in his side. And as you look at it, you can see that the flesh that he is putting together is not actually typical flesh. You can see like gray sinew in that flickering light. A little bit of blue blood around the edges of the actual wound itself. And the meat inside is a dull purple. And he just looks up and goes, "Glad you made it."
I carefully look at him and I say, "I didn't mean to hurt you, but you are impersonating my friend. Why?"
"You gave me your rune, and I wanted to talk, and you brought Mac." And he slips the thing through and cuts it clean.
"Well, let's talk then."
And he gets up and kind of takes the trench coat off and slips it over the top of the chair. Goes over to a set of tools that he like a tool chest that he opens up and slides his hook in. And you can see a modicum of medical tools here, scalpels, like those small mirrors, drills. He closes it up. And as he turns around, his visage changes to Normandy, Mr. Woodward. As the blonde comb over kind of like goes across the handsome chin, kind of losing what little bit of scruff is there. There's a lot more going on than I think you realize with the Woodwards.
Well, I'll be damned. I suppose so. It seems that you are full of surprises.
This one's going to be hard to explain to Saffron when I return. And he kind of motions to the bullet wound.
Look, if you can wait a bit of time, I'll patch you up. I'll finish with some magic to remove the wound. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Give me your surface thoughts, please.
Podrick actually feels bad.
Okay.
And yeah, he actually feels bad. Did not want to hurt somebody, and is just wondering how this person got caught up in it.
Yes, I'd greatly appreciate that, actually. And you watch as he pulls one of the scalpels from that chest and kind of slips it into his pocket.
Look, come with me back to.
No,
let's talk. Come with me to my house.
we can talk here. We can talk here.
It's right next
It's
door.
fine. I'm aware that it's next door.
All right then. If you think you'll be all right, then we can talk now.
First off, you should understand that I am not a typical human. I am... And as he kind of like holds it in for a moment, the tanned flesh melts away to reveal no mouth, gray skin, bald, taut against his flesh, against the meat. I've been posing as Normandy Woodward for a long time. Saffron doesn't even know.
Did you make what we saw at the...
No, that was the last of Normandy's works. It was supposed to be my retirement.
Do you know anything about this granite? Why did you...
Alwantinian granite?
Yes.
Nah, not really.
Why him? Why Woodward?
I found him dead.
You did? What? I wonder.
And I've been wondering if Weathford Hole could possibly take on this case eventually. Though,
I see. We've made it a bit difficult for you, haven't we?
now you have, yes. Plus, Saffron is catching on to certain things, and he is not the kindest of people sometimes.
I see. Look, if you need a place to stay, to rest safe from him, we can arrange something. We can investigate this for you.
Oh, I can live right underneath his nose. In fact, I could be him, and he shifts as the that glowing red kind of ripples through the throat as his flesh becomes nice and dark and rocky as those dreads just kind of back across his back. You see, it's not that hard to impersonate people that you live with.
Yes. I don't think I'm going to get used to that, but I could do it too, you know. And I cast Disguise Self, and I turn myself into Woodward.
Interesting.
It's like a little cube that I just put it into my armor, and it shoots out like a little wave of light that ripples for a moment and turns into like almost like a hologram. We've all got our tricks. But what I need to know is if you are... Do you plan on hurting any of my friends or me?
Not at all. Not at all.
Then I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, like anyone else. I will solve this case for you, and I will keep it between us, if that is what you wish.
It's fine. I will be staying in hiding for a while, I think. Saffron hasn't caught on entirely, and I have made a new schedule for myself. And as he's speaking, that the voice of Normandy kind of like coming from Saffron is a bit of a tick for a moment before his form goes back down to Normandy. If you're interested in finding me, you will not be able to reach me via Sending Stone. So, I would suggest going down to the docks. There is a safe place for people like me. Run by people like me.
All right, I can go there.
It's just called Genghis.
Genghis. All right. I will go there then, when I find out the information that you seek.
Ask for Renee.
Renee. All right. Is that your name?
One of many.
Well then, Renee. Nice to meet you. Just do me one small favor.
What's
When
that?
When you leave here, I don't think it'll be... I don't think you can make the promise of whose face you choose to take at any moment to keep yourself alive. But I ask you this. When we need to know, don't keep it from us. Deal?
Make a persuasion check.
Seven.
Deal.
All right. See you at the docks then, Renee.
Normandy, please.
Normandy. And I walk out.
Mac.
God, I hate this music.
As you round the corner towards your apartment, it is quiet on the street. The rain has pushed most of the kids inside. Those that are still outside are being yelled at by people from their front porch. Come inside. Occasionally, there's a vehicle that across the streets. You go to your door, and it's unlocked. Is there anything you'd like to do on the way in?
Nope. Just knock a couple times and open the door.
Stepping inside, Mabel is sitting on the couch with a tumbler of whiskey. No bag to be seen. As she just sits there with her leg over her knee, with it bouncing as she just glares out the window, not looking at you.
So you found the hidden key, I take it.
It doesn't take much to break in.
Uh-huh. That too.
You're going to explain yourself, yes?
Well, I thought it was pretty self-explanatory. Because finding out all this stuff and figuring out that, like, the guy in the basement...
No. Not at all what I mean. The last things that you intended to say to me, and she finally looks at you with the most rage you've seen in her eyes in a hot second, that cold, calm rage. One was in a letter. Two, the last words, and she pulls out the note and just like chucks it at you. Where I love you.
Yeah. I can still be mad and still upset and still love you. Loving someone and forgiving them or anything like that, two different things. Am I still mad that you clocked me in the face and threw me in jail and dragged me into all this? Yeah, of course I'm fucking mad about that. And everything that led up to, well, us. And everything that's going on, yeah, I'm mad. I'm confused. I'm scared. Doesn't mean I don't love you. I knew you'd be able to take care of yourself in case anything happened to me. And I knew you'd do the right thing with stuff here and George and all that.
You're so stupid.
Yeah, I am. That's why you couldn't tell me about everything that was going on.
That's not why.
Come on, it's a lot of it.
It's not. I've been trying to tell you, but you don't listen.
Yeah, that's true. So you found the stash and you found the little...
No, I didn't find the stash. I just assumed.
I walk over and slide the bookcase. Go, it's right here, plain sight. And
I'm not going to go digging through your stuff whenever you hate me, so...
Well, if you read the letter, I don't hate you.
Yeah, shut up.
Look, we've always been at odds.
I like this, though.
You can't... You need the right kind of soil to grow stuff. And you can't always just turn it over and, try something new all the time without letting something else work. Come on, I mean... mean, yeah, we're two different people and two different things, but I was very serious in your shop before Pip was in trouble and that Yintra's lady was trying to kill him, and then you clocked me. I was serious about, moving downtown and helping you pack stuff and mail it off and all that, and turning the Get Mabel address fund into help Mabel with her shop fund. And then, quite honestly, the world kind of went to hell.
Didn't go to hell. That's the whole point. You just don't seem to understand it, so I don't know how to
Okay,
explain it to
yeah,
you.
I know. Like he said, it's not fucking hell. We're the girl trapped us to save us from the thing that stabbed Wilhelm earlier, and
What?
It's that what's it called? That force, that enemy that the half crystal guy was talking about, that what's her name saved everyone by building the thing, and the fire and all that. I get somehow Wilhelm's connected to it, and he's got some invisible friend that decided to stab him through the chest. Yeah, I don't know.
I see.
Yeah, this is all above my pay grade.
Mac, can we get a drink tomorrow night? I have some work I need to go do.
If you want, yeah.
It'd be nice. And she gets up and sets the finishes the drink, sets it down on the side table, stops next to you and gives you a quick peck on the cheek before exiting.
Hey, you want to meet here?
Sure.
1 second. And I duck into a small drawer and pull out the new spare key. Just in case I ain't here.
Sure.
Saves the lock.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So yeah, just give me a call when you're on the way over and figure it out. Yeah, by the way, sorry about the message earlier. Somebody was at the office and Podrick was saying he was masquerading as Weatherford, and I don't know, there was a bunch of shit going on. And I'm getting kind of sick of it. And now Pip's saying everybody's over at the docks. So
And you should probably go to the docks. Look,
Take the
you're going to start getting more encouragement from me in this regard.
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna keep you from doing what you know how to do.
Yeah, but I don't want to do what I do anymore. That's the whole thing. Now I'm in the middle of this extra worldly, fucking
We all
old.
are.
Yeah, I know, but that's a good point.
And she packs her cheek with a smile and just says, "I have to go to work."
Yeah, I get it, but that's kind of funny. We're actually involved in the same thing now.
Mm-hmm. And she leaves.
We'll check, make sure
This
everything's
bitch is crazy.
right.
He
Oh,
is
you made up
fucking
with her.
nuts.
You're
Thank
the
you
one
for
that's made up
saying
with
it.
her now.
Holy shit.
You gave her
Wilhelm's
the
gonna be
spare
so
key
pissed.
again.
Wilhelm is gonna be so pissed.
Y'all are
You
made
do
for
not
each other.
understand.
Not pissed. It's more like disappointment.
Just-
Maybe
it takes
disappointment,
one conversation.
a little bit of both.
It's just
All right.
a drink, okay? And
It's
Mac
not
was
just a
going.
dr-
Of course it
Mac
is.
was going to his death.
But apparently we
Right,
both have mildly abusive significant others. So I guess it's okay.
So
Yeah. Mine just punches me, doesn't stab me through the chest.
And not yet.
So
No.
yeah, I set everything up and
I
go
think
and see
that's
if
called
the truck
escalation.
works. I'm gonna drive the truck to the docks if it starts.
Roll D100.
God damn it! I put so much money into
forgot
this
about
thing,
this
and it just
mechanic.
never wants to go. 55.
Hey, it fires right up. No issue.
Cool. And I will drive the smoking beast all the way to the docks.
And that's where we are going to pick up where we left off a couple weeks ago. Now that we have handled Podrick and Mac.
My God.
And that is why Mac came in all, what the fuck, and kicking down the door and going, ah.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna.
Well, I was going to say, but well, now we don't even know if it was Mac.
So to reset the scene for a moment.
What? Am I me? Huh?
We have a half orc finally dressed in similar fashion to Harold, with a bit more of a golden lining to his clothing, sitting across the table with a bunch of fish tacos and a very homely, colorful kitchen down in the docks.
It's like some WandaVision shit where it's like straight out of 1970s kitchen. Like,
Yeah, very much so.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that
At
it's
that
a
point, I
homely
was
kitchen.
having some of the fish tacos. That's right.
Yep, you guys
Trying
are
to-
starting to eat. Have yourself a good
they've
time.
got like a mint green refrigerator.
Honestly, it might be about like the size of my actual fridge, which is, just big enough to fit a person inside if it's all one door. But,
Right.
that's
We were
Why
all
is that
laughing.
your comparison point? What the fuck, Chuck?
Well, everyone's seen Chuck's fridge. Like, come
Either
on.
idolizes what's his face, or he's a serial killer. That's all it boils down to. Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
No, you always measure fridges and trunks on how many bodies they hold. Come on.
That's
Everybody
only
knows
true for
this.
Range Rover and Camaro.
And pickups. Right. I remember we were when we were talking to the dude, he kept saying that Bruce kept showing up and getting trench coats made here, and he had never met him, and we've met him, and we're like, hey, as a laugh, let's take him to the Lilies.
Is there anything that you guys would like to talk to Dimitri about from this point? The five of you.
I'm just glad my brain didn't melt when I started like just open, bold-face yapping about the whole thing.
You've had 2 weeks to think about it. You got any other things you want to talk to Dimitri and his family about?
We covered a lot of it. I don't remember the extent of the conversation.
We basically learned everything.
Yeah.
We learned a lot.
No,
Yeah.
We
Dimitri,
solved your mystery. There's no
I
more.
feel like
knowledge.
I've asked you quite a bit about, well, Alhora and her brother.
Yeah.
What have you been doing all this time?
Oh, I can't do a whole lot. I'm kind of stuck here. Can't really leave the house for too long. What with my family being who they are.
See. But and that was the same before this, yeah?
For the most part, there's a little bit more of a pull to stay here than there was before. So,
Right. Well, that was unhelpful. Not an indictment, just... you understand we are trying to unravel this thing.
yeah, you might want to be careful about that.
Yeah, and why so?
If you unravel everything, we don't have any protection from the fire.
No, well, I mean, the jury's not sold on whether that is the... Anyways, I did not mean literally. I meant more of a metaphorical, trying to understand. You have to, for you, this is your whole existence has been to know of where you are and what the world is. Because the rest of us, this is, it has been perhaps a week. Oh.
I have a question.
got a little frog man.
When you put the crystals around the towns, do they all look exactly like the one you have here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Chuck, can we get a quick description of it again?
So the resonator crystals are about 5 foot tall crystals that have what looks like silver base that holds them in place. That this one in particular is a lightning blue, and looking at it, you can see a bit of swirling energy on the interior that occasionally flashes.
Similar to the ones that his brother stuck in, yeah?
Similar, but not the same. The energy does not flow similarly.
Okay.
I've got a question. You said the blue streak was kind of a bit of her alter ego, and she got violent or something. I think she's helping us. Maybe.
Well, that's interesting.
Yes, well, we got a package, as she flew over, or we think she flew over anyway, and it, well, we thought it was a bomb at first, because we didn't have a really good experience with her in the past, but, there's a message in it. It said, remove the burning hate. Does that mean anything to you?
I immediately look at Wilhelm.
Not really, no. She might have mentioned something about it before. I mean, when you remove a burning hate, what do you put in? I know what Irvin's answer is going to be.
What?
Cold
Did
love.
you share it?
What might Irvin's answer be?
You replace it with friendship.
Oh, my.
He's one of those. He's a goof, but he's real
dear.
sweet.
You're very nice.
Well, it's good for me. I guess I have such good friends.
I want you to work on that, Wilhelm.
You got a real
Sure.
bad hate you got to get rid of? We can help you get rid of that.
Yes.
Well,
Help how?
your friends
another
talk
fish taco.
for you there, bud.
Well, with friends like
Wow.
these.
I'm certain that not everyone in your life has been so accepting or understanding of your current situation. And what you have inside you that you can no longer, or just barely control, yeah?
I mean, again, I just close it and they don't do anything. But winking at people's a little weird if I do it all day long.
Well, don't have that option.
That sucks.
Yeah, Wilhelm, we have to have a
Wait,
talk
so
about,
you can't
about
like just
abusive
control your
relationships.
anger?
It's not anger.
Burning hate, you know? If you got a burning hate inside
This
you,
is someone else's words.
why don't you just resolve it, you know?
It's not anger, it's an entity. Much like your entities.
And it calls itself the burning hate?
No, it does not call itself the burning hate. It is, that is a name that apparently the blue streak has for it.
Yes, we're a bit confused by all that because
Right.
one bit of Alhora says not to trust the blue streak. And then the blue streak has been giving us many reasons not to trust her, and then seemingly gives us a reason to possibly trust her. It's all a bit nonsense, really.
Well, it's a sort of enemy of my enemy is my friend, or some things like that, yeah? So, I'm certain that no part of Alhora wants to deal with, my passenger.
I don't speak for her. I'm never going to speak for her. But I will say, if I ever need to get a hold of you, I'll just send Kat, and she just flips him off.
But
back to you.
Well, yeah, one last question. Was you there? Irvin mentioned it was a struggle for her to find her wings. What does that mean? Were you there for this?
I was there for a couple of them. I mean, it's... So her wings, right? I wasn't there for the first time that apparently it happened, but whenever she got real tense and upset, like her armor did some weird stuff and looked like metal wings. It's where she got the scars on her eyes. She didn't have those before.
I look at Podrick.
And then after that, there was a time where Irvin fell unconscious and was falling from the airship. And she leapt after him. And instead of the weird metal things that I thought I was going to see, there were like these glowing white projections of beautiful stuff that kind of helped her fly. She grabbed him and brought it back. It's pretty cool.
Interesting. Okay, fine. Cat? Is there a way we can get in touch with you? We need to get to him?
And she like puts down what she was doing at the counter, which apparently doesn't look like much. It looks like she was just fiddling with something, just trying to overhear the conversation. And she comes back with a small piece of paper with a rune on it, and she just says, "I suppose you could call me."
Cat, are you seeing anyone?
That's a very forward question.
It is. I'm sorry. I'm an investigator. I like to get to the chase.
Well, now I'm disappointed. And you just hear, Dimitri just in the background.
Well, no, I'm just saying my friend Mac here is recently single, and he is, I guess. You have a similar interest in firearms, yes? I know this is not common.
I'm better with big swords. And she kind of like wraps the one that's next to the counter that she brought in from before.
Big swords, huh? Yeah.
And
You're gonna love Mac then.
Not into the. And she looks at him. Horns?
Honestly, under different circumstances, she might like Regani.
How do you feel about antlers?
Okay, fair. Hey, listen, it was worth a shot, Mac. I'm sorry, we'll get them next time, but
Yeah, completely. Is there paprika in these tacos?
And you watch as like that ghostly figure just kind of out as Dimitri just kind of like tries to keep it in, and you see Kasana, that elderly orcish woman, just go, "Yep, there sure is."
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, good spice.
I hope you enjoyed them.
Oh no, I did.
And then they get pulled back in.
What the fuck? What? Excuse me, everyone. What the fuck just happened?
Yeah, you came late.
Yeah, I just walked in the door about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say you would have had to have just like walked in the door. That's where we cut off, was whenever Podreg knocked on the door to come in.
Yes, of course.
Just,
Max said something to me.
just have a taco.
Oh, all right. Just pick it up and start eating it.
What happened to the fake Weatherford?
It is delightful.
I'm sorry.
Did you say
yeah.
fake Weatherford?
Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, Pod and I.
I think there's probably a better place to have this conversation.
Yeah, no, we actually should.
Yeah, Dimitri, I appreciate your time, Kat. I'm sorry. I'm sure you'll find the one eventually. But as for the rest of us, we must be out.
Amazing. Amazing.
Excuse me.
I can just see you like physically pushing him out the door.
Yes, of course, yeah.
We have a
Then,
whole pile
away,
of tacos
away.
here. What are we gonna do with all these tacos?
You got like a to-go
I'm like
box?
picking them up and put
I
one
cast
in
one of my unseen
pocket.
servants to take a bunch of tacos with us. Like,
Yeah. Cat, was it? Is there like a bar nearby or something?
Which one are you talking about? What are you looking for?
Matt,
Whiskey,
this is not
preferably.
the-
Yeah, no, this is totally the time we need to go to one.
no,
Not
always the
popular.
time, not the locale.
Not popular.
Squeeze it
Yeah.
in.
There's one that's unmarked around the corner if you really want some privacy.
Oh,
They
that
also
works.
let people like myself in. So
What does
Oh,
that
so
mean?
then, all right. So it's kind of an upscale place then. Got it.
sure.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
You all can leave now. And she just goes into the back room.
These are so good. These tacos are delicious. I like put another one in my other pocket and walk out the door.
So what's the plan? You
no.
guys going down to the
Taco,
bar
taco.
that you mentioned?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Why
quick
not?
trip to the bar to catch everybody up.
All right, cool. You guys make your way down and around the corner to a bar that is it's unmarked, like she said it was, but you can see a few drunk homeless people kind of sitting outside, various different brown bags kind of lit softly by the light that's shining from the interior through a gross broken pane. And as you step inside, it is grungy, and you can feel the thick grease on the countertop just stepping into the room.
Perfect.
And you see a rather large figure leaning over the top of the counter, cleaning a tumbler that has been cleaned way too many times, watching a pair of people play pool. It is dim, it is dank, it is uncomfortable, and as you walk in the door, the few eyes that are here turn in your direction as the rather large Goliath woman looks over in your direction. You can see the fallen angel kind of down the side of her head. Can I get you a drink?
Evening, ma'am. 6 glasses and the shittiest whiskey you got.
Who is your artist? Someone local?
I'm sorry.
He's talking about the
Right. It's nobody you probably know there. Trench coat. And she turns, sets the clean glass down,
shit.
and starts pulling glasses from nearby and setting them on the counter and just pouring shit whiskey across them.
We walked into like a sort of gang situation. Are we not? Should we not be wearing trench coat?
Make an investigation and insight check.
I'm not wearing a trench coat, thank you.
Neither am I.
I know. I don't think I was either. Yeah.
I pay no heed to this and just take a shot.
I'm just handing them out.
Just walk in with confidence, you know?
My streak from last week continues with a
That's
shocking
supposed to be
7.
an insight, not an investigation.
Oh, it will still be a 6, but plus
6.
modifier. Or 10.
10. Looking around, very seedy. Looking at you and your friends, very upper class in comparison. You guys are clean, and there is no reason for you to be here.
Oh, well,
Perfect.
yeah, unafraid. I don't take a glass, but I look for a secluded corner table booth.
Easy to find. This is the best place to brood. Every corner has a table.
The least,
and there are a lot of corners.
The one with the least amount of stick to my shoes.
Okay, as you're kind of like moving across, there is that stick that kind of off of your shoes as you're pushing across. It's disgusting in here. It hasn't been mopped in ages. As you go over to the stools and you kind of scrape them across the floor, you watch as little bits of like gunk kind of almost curl their way away from the chairs, as they apparently haven't been moved in quite some time. You find a table in a corner. It's dark. It's broody. Enjoy yourselves.
I've been in this exact bar in real life.
Yeah, me too. It's called the drawing room. Yeah.
Called Club Hell, where I was from. Anyways, okay. Fake Weatherford.
Yeah, you're on, Podrick.
Well, do you remember the artist from that place we went to? The one that made that statue?
Yeah, white t-shirt.
Normandy Woodward, yes.
Correct.
No, he's dead.
He is dead. But there is someone posing as him. I think he is a changeling. Or something like that. Turns out he was Yes. Turns out he's also posing as Weathford Hole. But not the one we brought to the tunnel.
Wait, so
What?
okay, so the artist is dead, but Weatherford is alive?
Weatherford is alive. He has to be, because we brought him to the Shadow Lilies. Yes.
Where did he? So, this changeling. When did he find the dead artist?
I believe he was posing as him for some time.
But you don't know how long.
I don't know exactly how long. No.
Okay, where?
What's more important than where is who?
Listen, this is why we have the forms pod, okay? Because specifically, where, who, what, why, all right?
All right.
Where's
Why,
our
where,
boss?
how?
I can't answer that, but what I can answer is, Chuck. Okay, so remind me, because I don't remember. Podrick's intelligence is higher than mine. Okay, so remind me, what was the changeling looking for, Renee? I remember where I have to go to find him, but I don't remember what exactly he wanted. Like,
He just wanted to know that he would be safe if he needed help. That was pretty much it.
Yeah, but he wanted, there was something else that he wanted, right? Wasn't there like a job that he wanted us to do and he needed to get close to us?
He's wanting Weatherford to investigate Norm's death
Yep.
because he found him
Right.
dead.
Right.
Which is going to be very interesting because, well, the world does not believe Norm is dead.
We also don't know when he found him.
We don't know
where.
when, we don't know where, we don't know how he died.
You don't know why.
Well, maybe that's the point. If him impersonating him, maybe it would be
Quite a
much
mystery.
easier.
Yeah.
If
yes.
someone knows that Norm should be dead, they'd act
Well,
differently around him, wouldn't they?
whole
That's
thing-
very intuitive. You are very good at this. He makes a
The
very
whole
valid
thing-
point. Because if he has been alive for some time, then you would imagine that whoever did kill the real Norm would still be after this one.
I just like to read a lot, that's all.
Oh, so a trap then? Is
Or
that what you're
trap.
saying?
They give you a way to get a hold of them so we can go get some more information.
Yes, there is a way.
Just
More
a simple
important-
way to contact him directly. Yes?
No.
Like a
of
sending
course-
stone?
Of course not. Sending stones won't work. It's going to be. We have to go to the docks, actually, to a specific place and look
Good
for.
news for us.
Yes.
We're here. This is
Well,
the docks.
You were
Well,
at the
first-
docks.
Well, first, did they follow you here? Did you guys walk together and then split up?
Well, how would we know? They're changelings.
Well, I mean, you were with them, and then
More than one
you came
person?
here.
Yes.
Above table question. Chuck, did you say Weatherford was dead or the artist is dead?
The artist is dead.
Okay.
Weatherford's
is
alive.
maybe.
Weatherford gave the changeling guy
No,
our
no,
contact info.
Pod gave the changeling guy his rune
Yeah.
Well, that's right.
when he was Normandy Woodward,
Right.
Yeah.
Correct. Correct.
not knowing he was a changeling.
Right.
Yes.
So, Padre, what's the name of the place here in the docks where we're at that we have to go? It seems kind of fortuitous, like some grand designer is pulling these strings and making us all go to a single place. Like there's some
I know. it's-
master of dungeons.
Well, we have to tell Woodward that
Negative
we got a
inspiration.
job.
I go ahead and, well, I tell him the name that I definitely remember as Podrick. It's like
so
Groungas? Gringas?
That's not the name of the fucking.
Is it Gangers
Minotaur,
with an
is it?
R or Genghis like the
Gangers with an
Like
Gangers?
Khan?
Gangers? Yeah.
Gangers.
like
there we
God.
go.
I
No,
thought this was Genghis, like
we-
Khan.
We look.
Yeah, I thought it was that was so you're
I'm
like,
gonna-
okay, interesting.
Can I make
I
an
look up and like.
Can I make an investigation check on Pod?
to see if Podrick is the real Podrick.
Podrick, show us your tattoo.
There's a scar on the other side of his face.
I'm not kidding.
I just watched World's End like the
Never
other
mind.
night.
Four.
Poor Wilhelm, man.
It's a 4.
How do we know Podrick's not a
Definitely the real
blank?
pod. Definitely the real pod.
Oh, it just seems off.
Is that where we are right now? Like, if I look at the sign to where we are, is
There's
it
no
gangers?
sign. And it's not. It's no.
That would be hilarious if we're in gangers. That's where she says.
We're like talking about this. There's like 2 pips.
They're sitting
I
there,
look
like
over.
right over there, like
Telling Pip my life story. I look over. There's another Pip.
literally
you
right
said-
here.
That's
What
what
you
that
said, Renee.
I mean, I'm standing right here. I mean, come on.
Hey guys, I went to get drinks. Who's that at the table?
Oh, he said his name was Pop. We thought it was a cousin or
Just a
something.
Spider-Man
Pop died.
pointing meme. Jesus Christ.
How? So the card I have from that oiled Baron Minotaur
Sure.
down at the docks,
Mhm.
that isn't his name, is it?
Renee? No.
No, the place that we're going to.
No.
Okay, good, because that would be weird.
Okay, I am not putting all these connections like that. Okay,
Mm,
you guys
mhm.
I just have a lot going on
Sure.
in the docks.
Mhm.
This arc.
I mean, it's a noir setting. Everything happens at the docks.
At the docks, yeah.
Correct. I
At
had
the
to
docks
get
with
you
that guy in the
eventually.
place. Yeah.
Sense.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not at the docks, are you really in a noir setting? I mean,
No, exactly.
You have to be in an alley, a movie theater, an office, or the docks.
I'm working on the movie theater. Okay.
It's a Maltese Falcon or something.
the major image factory.
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
All right. So,
Anyway.
so weird ass place full of weird ass people who are somebody else. Okay. Right. Does anybody else feel this is kind of like a couple steps above what we normally fucking do?
It does feel a bit like 3D chess, Mac. I'm not going to lie.
We should
Fuck is
definitely
that?
tell Woodward.
I've got to tell you, it almost
Not
feels like we're
Woodward.
getting back to
Weatherford.
normal. And
All
I'm
right,
here.
so-
I'm here for it. It's not a world-ending catastrophe, but it is a little different. But you can't all tell me that you weren't tired of trying to catch cheating spouses and investigating parking tickets.
Freakouts.
Well, here's the thing though, is it does help out the other one too, because for some reason the Blue Streak was interested in the artwork by the Woodwards, and now we get to delve kind
This
of
is what
into
I'm
them.
talking about. This is why, Yep, that is an excellent connection. Ask such a good question. Are you all right, Pod?
Yes, I'm fine.
It's
Why
like
do
your
you
brain
keep
fried
asking-
or something.
You're looking a bit pale. Are you a ghost?
I don't know. I saw some weird things today, friends. A person turning from himself into his husband in a blink of an eye. It sort of rattles one up a bit.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
I mean, on the scale of things that we've seen, I don't know. Don't know quite like from 0 to 10 where it falls, but just want to make you certain.
Or shall
you're
we
okay.
say the scale of things we haven't seen, like you suddenly flying into the air with like an open wound. Yeah, it was a bit.
I haven't. I feel I've explained this.
Oh no, you have. It's just like, again, anyone else feeling a little below water at this point, or is it just me?
It's okay, Beck. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Well,
Yeah,
wait,
I've just-
I have another question. So you, fake Woodward, Odd.
Yes.
Mac, where were you?
I went to the office with Pod.
Yeah, why
'Cause-
didn't you follow fake Woodward? Weatherford, fuck. All the W's.
Because the note.
I mean, it's
that,
also fake Woodwood.
Yeah,
It
check out
is
the
fake
note.
Woodward.
That's fair, yeah.
I
The
showed-
note says come alone.
Right.
And you listen to a piece of paper?
I
Well,
also find this
let's
hard to
see.
believe, Pip.
This is why your script thing isn't gonna work.
What's script?
No, it's just a cockamamie idea.
I'm telling you, first you start right with a paper script, and then you get people really hooked on it. Then you start with like a monthly service plan.
So silly.
It could be big. I'm telling you.
Here's the thing: if he could be anyone, like anyone, and more than one person comes, bad shit could have happened. He could have been a policeman. He could have been me. He could have been Pod. And then what if I went there and then suddenly there's two pod dregs and I have to kind of flip a
So
coin
let me
which
get
one I'm
this
going to
straight.
shoot?
So potentially dangerous situation. You, Mac Belmont, let your friend Podrick go alone. Okay.
Podrick can handle himself.
Why
really
did Mac
well.
not go with you?
I believe that
Don't you
Mac
fucking
had.
say it.
Yeah, Mac had. He had some other things to take care of, and
My house was broken into.
I'm going to make
That's
an
why.
insight check.
Well, perhaps
Mac's
perhaps
stepping
it
on my
goes
foot, I
back to that.
imagine.
I'm making a
Perhaps it goes
deception
back to that
check.
all-knowing and controlling being that we talked about earlier.
I'm
Perhaps it was
100%
set up
making a
that way.
deception roll. Deception of 16.
19 on my insight.
I am lying. No, well, I'm not entirely lying.
He's definitely omitting the truth.
I am omitting the truth.
My insight
He's
is on
dodging
Pod.
the question.
Oh,
Oh.
okay, good then.
Oh.
Never mind.
Let me try that then. Let's see, deception check, because I'm trying to cover for Mac.
Oof.
That is a 9. I'm definitely covering for Mac.
You're doing
Well-
a great job of it. At least
Oh,
I
it's
think
it,
you are.
it's hoof on hoof shit. Just like, will you shut the fuck up?
Did you at
Yes.
least catch the guy that broke in? Like beat him up a little bit, turn him to the
No.
cops.
Mabel broke into my apartment.
What?
And it's
Yeah.
as if,
Yeah.
friends, I have this voice in my head that sounds like Mac, saying, "No more secrets. Why do we have all these secrets?"
Yeah, I just told you. Mabel broke into my apartment and was threatening to take all my shit.
Which you didn't want to tell us.
Want the bacon?
And it seems to me like if Mabel broke into your apartment and that ended badly, that you would come here storming, fuming, hammering this entire bottle of whiskey.
Did I
But you
not
are-
kick
but you are
open the
not.
door when I showed up here?
I was gonna say he did kick open the door.
Well, admittedly, you kind of kick open the door wherever you go, so that's not really a good judgment.
I mean, you're not. You ain't lying.
That is your general mode of opening a door. Yes.
How is this? How is the nurse? And I mean, no offense by this, Veda. I promise you. How is the nurse who has never done this so much better than all of you?
Just like mystery novels.
Sorry, my camera fucked up and everything went everywhere.
Yes, I know. I will fix. I will clean up your mess as per usual. Or not.
Oh my God, Padre, your beard is magnificent.
Thank you.
Anyway, as you guys are having this conversation, the large Goliath woman walks over with another tray and just says, "Sounds like you guys could use some more," and just hands the bottle down in the middle.
I appreciate
Hey,
that.
Do you have
Man,
food?
do you mind if we eat here?
Yeah, we got food.
No. Like something
And
light.
do
We
you-
just
do you
had
know
a
of a
lot
place
of
called
fish tacos.
Genghis?
I'm sorry, there were a lot of people talking there.
Go ahead. Yours is more important.
Do you know of a place called Genghis?
Gangers?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it's food. It's a few blocks down.
What kind
Why?
of establishment is that?
It's weird.
What do you mean weird?
Right.
Give us the dirt on your competition.
Let me get some food first. And she
Wait,
makes her way
wait.
back.
It needs to be light. We just had a lot of fish tacos.
I don't need any food, thank you.
I need some
I
roughage,
also-
like
I also am
vegetables.
fine. Yes, thank you.
Wait, so do you need food or not?
No,
That's what he
like,
said.
Actually, I give him a fish taco from my left pocket.
Like he put it in his pocket.
Takes it and she's just looking at it.
Coming
pocket
breadsticks into my
taco.
purse. Gotta go, man.
She just stares at it.
yeah,
for
we
a
had
good
a lot of
minute
those. So we need
silence.
something to aid with digestion.
It's a new marketing ploy, pocket tacos.
Just
She
got some
hands it
lint on
back.
it.
She hands it back to you, Padraig, and she just says, "Never mind, you guys will fit right in." And she turns around and walks away.
Right, that sounds promising. I say we let's away.
Oh, we're leaving
Alright.
now.
Well, it's right down the street.
That's true.
Might as well. I look down at the taco and I look in my pocket and I just start eating it.
Wait, just real quick. Let's just finish up real quick. Did it go well, Mac? You know, like last we heard, you were like, never talk to that bitch again. Like, is
Listen,
it good?
Broke into my house, did not find my secret stash, and we're gonna have a talking to tomorrow.
So you got real
That's
mad
the
at her, and
thought.
screamed at her?
No,
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 Mac, you're
I'm
talking
trying-
backwards.
no, I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. Remember,
Your
like in the
face
place
turning
I
red.
just. What are you
Is that-
talking about?
Is that
No.
lipstick on your fur?
No, I've been what?
Oh God. That friend who gets
Look,
back
you
with
are
his
not the
ex.
person to talk about abusive relationships, Wilhelm. I got knocked out. I didn't get stabbed.
And you just hit on the daughter of that shopkeeper when you just got kissed by. What is wrong with you, Mac?
I did not. That was fucking Wilhelm.
You said you had a big sword. Come on.
And Mac,
You said that.
Again, I don't know if we should draw comparisons between your on again, off again relationships that you choose to be in when you have other options and my celestial passenger that was forced into me against my will at a young age. But I digress.
You got a point there.
That was a lot to unpack. He was
Yeah.
kinda-
You sure you don't want to drink there, bud?
I was-
I am good, thank you.
we went
It takes
from
literally all of my willpower and sense to maintain
The Wilhelm
focus
power.
enough not to ignite everything around me on fire at any given moment. So you will please mind my abstinence.
All you hear from the bar is, "You guys could leave anytime now. Please
how
don't
much
burn
for the-
down my bar.
How much for
Just-
the
Oh,
bottle?
you know what? Maybe
Take
I
it
will have a
and
drink
run.
or two or 7.
Take a run. Take it and run, please."
All right.
Thank you, man. Take the bottle. I'll put, I don't know, 15 gold notes onto the bar.
just prove we do not belong in this place.
She
What's
looks
going-
at it. She looks at you.
That's a
No,
shame.
you
we'd
never
like to
said
do.
a price.
How much could one banana cost? $12? I don't know.
6 shots for 15 gold notes. We are definitely not downtown.
And the bottle.
Perks up a bit and just goes, "Y'all are welcome here anytime."
That's what I'm saying. I appreciate this kind of establishment. Kind of reminds me of, a couple other places outside the city.
Uh-huh.
And look, now, good news for you. Now you can afford a mop.
We'll be leaving now. I'm terribly sorry. It
Nope,
just...
I'm out.
Okay, this is so you forget everything we just talked about.
And I put another 10 gold notes on the table.
Thank you for your patronage.
We leave.
Yeah.
We leave. We're leaving now.
We're very much gone from this place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
All right, as you all exit out into the rainy
As if Willem can talk, seeing his flat. Lord.
top.
Get a mop yourself.
As you all exit
That's
out into
a
the
dump in my shit's
rainy
clean.
space, we're gonna go ahead and call our 10-minute break here.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus Christ.
No.
This game.
Wow.
No.
Oh.
Well, thank
Bunch
you
of
guys so much.
assholes.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for Center Stream so far. Be sure to spend your elf eggs on mini golf. 300 all it takes is a follow. It's our way of saying sorry. We have some beautiful Dice Envy dice up for grabs at the end of this month. For 2,000 elf eggs, if you stick around a little bit longer. I've already gained a good 750 just sitting in channel. Just spend them. They get stinky. They get gross. You don't want them to pop. Anyway, we'll see you after break.
You gotta use them before Easter. That is just hot garbage.
Chuck, your dice are
guys?
fucking disgusting.
You put
Get
your
those
mouth
off
over
the
the
screen.
end and you suck the shit out of it. And that's how you eat a Cadbury caramel egg. That's it.
Honestly, it makes total sense.
Yeah. Just get messy with it.
Definitely
What?
the right process. Man.
If you ever need tips, let me know.
I'm really good at eating
No.
Cadbury cream eggs, especially whenever they're cold. That's the
It
best way to
can't
eat
be
them.
bad unless you don't eat them. Like if more egg doesn't end up like if you literally don't eat the egg, the only way you can be bad at it.
Dude, honestly, I eat a hard-boiled egg the exact same way. Cadbury
You
cream.
just lick them out.
Yeah.
Out of
You
the
just
shell?
crack the top of the shell.
All right, I take
And
it
then
all
just, like-
back. I take it all
They're
back.
hard boiled, not soft boiled. It's just dry and crumbly.
You can be
Yeah.
Just
bad.
lick it out.
You gotta like really, it really works out the
Oh my
tongue.
god. Okay. Anyway. Okay.
Right.
Like, I wasn't ready for the licking out of a hard-boiled egg. Okay.
I enjoy a
Disgusting.
hard-boiled egg. Why do we have to
I'm
do this?
disgusted.
Still have hard-boiled eggs at this new bar place.
Welcome back to a
You
Sinner's
couldn't even do
Dream.
that with a deviled egg.
You can do it.
It's-
I do know.
can.
Oh,
I
you
do
can do that with a
know-
deviled egg.
can.
You can do that with a deviled egg.
I do know for a fact you can do it with an elf egg.
Oh my god. See,
Don't let
okay, so what
Jason
always
touch your
makes
elf
me
eggs, guys.
question elf eggs is like this changes how elves reproduce.
Yes, it does.
or you're just like taking them out of like it's either they lay an egg
Well, why else would they have pointy ears?
or you just like taking one out, you know, like
Wait, what?
Why else would
What
they have
does the
pointy
pointy
ears?
ears have to
Ears.
do with anything?
That's how
I mean, I'm just saying,
their
that's what I
ears are
think every
pointy so they
time.
can
Elf
crack the
eggs.
shell.
No. Here's the thing. Elf eggs grow on trees, and the ears are poking out of the shell. So that way,
100%.
when it drops from the tree, it spins like those little helicopter views safely down to the
Exactly.
ground.
Exactly. Have you met Gremnick?
I can't with you fuckers tonight.
So, for those of you that aren't aware of where the elf eggs came from, yes.
That's not an answer, Jason.
What? You fucking bastard.
Oh man. Anyway, it's rainy. We're on the docks.
Oh, hey guys, it's my 4-month subversary today.
Oh, congrats,
sorry,
man.
Zoom crashed.
Congrats.
Oh, come on. This doesn't
Wow,
happen
I
to
get-
Ryan when he's doing this. I just want you to
I
know,
know,
that.
Nice glasses.
this is the goofiest shit. This is the goofiest.
Every single one of you moved.
Except you.
Well, you know.
Yeah, you and I are good.
Oh god.
I go up there.
Welcome to Neg 2. This is what you can expect. This is us performing at our
Padre
best.
comes down here.
I
Sorry,
know.
can play-
I
I'll play
go up
Pip.
there.
Pip.
I know where you go. Go where I say you
Straight
go.
to fucking hell.
Would anybody like a glass of water?
Is that your herald? My pod rig is better than your herald.
I was trying to be Pip as Podrick. Never mind.
You were trying to be Pip as pod rig
Stop.
as herald?
Something weird. It was like some sort of
Fix the camera.
thing. I don't know.
Cut the feed. Cut the feed. Cut the feed.
Yeah, whatever, Ryan.
There we go.
Yikes.
So.
Yikers.
I need a drink.
So do we. I think we were headed to a bar. Another one.
Yeah, Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan.
Right, Genghis Khan. Mm-hmm. Gang is gone, which is what you guys are going to be soon. So, as you all march your way down the street, occasionally you find yourself kind of walking past the occasional dock worker or lady person of the night, occasionally asking, kind of proposing things from dark alleyways. At one point, you swear you can see the same person on two different sides of the alley, and they don't really move. They just kind of flicker to the other side. It's unsettling, to say the least.
That's creepy.
As the spray of the water from the ocean comes crashing down around you all, you come to a space down the street, 3-4 blocks down, going back towards the manufacturing district. And there is a sign that sits out front on kind of like one of those little A-frames that says in a diagonal font just gangers. There's a carpet that leads to the interior with a couple of rails that look like they could probably use some love, to a set of double doors that are open. And from inside, you can hear soft music playing, people having a good time. And as you step inside, it is packed to the gills with a variety of people. It's colorful, it's beautiful. In every corner, you find another set of people currently sitting and laughing in a booth that is circular, facing inward to the inner stage that sits at the center of the space, where there is a band, a 4-piece band currently just strumming away at a variety of different stringed instruments, and a single set of drums that just has the one snare, the hat, the one crash, and a kick. The stand-up bass currently being played by a very, very elegant-looking, beautiful elven woman that occasionally kind of spins it and gets into it a little bit deeper. And as you all step into the room, I need to get your surface thoughts, please.
Harold is like, oh God, why did we go to that terrible, nasty place? Oh, this is delightful.
Okay.
Mac is transparent as fuck. He's just like sighing in derision while sighing in derision. He's just like, huh? Fuck.
Sighing in derision squared.
Yeah.
Mine is like, how am I supposed to know which one is Renee?
Okay. Pip.
Pip is gonna be more like, oh, this is busier than expected. Okay, look for white t-shirt, jeans. Looking for a dead artist. Let's. These are all tall people.
Okay, thank you.
Are they all tall people?
No, they're not. There are some halflings. There are a couple of gnomes and dwarves that are kind of dressed in a variety of different, different sets of clothes. Some of them look like they may be dock workers. Some of them look like they may be manufacturing workers. Some of them covered in suits. Some of them covered in grease. Some of them covered in stuff.
So nobody as tall as Podrick and I.
Oh, yeah. There are a couple of Goliaths that are currently like standing in a corner. They're kind of the outlier. They're the only two that are about the same height as you two. And the first thing you notice is that they look the same. Veda, what about you?
I think Veda's probably thinking, I wonder if they think I'm weird. Do I belong here?
The only other thing that would be going through Pip's mind would be clocking exits and literally like a catalog of armaments.
Okay. Wilhelm,
Sucking out eggs.
That is exactly Wilhelm's, which is it's a combination of things because it's a bit of a madhouse, but it's like front exit 30 paces behind us, potentially another on the back behind the bar, assuming it leads to the alley, trash, deliveries, etc. This one 6'1", brown hair, blue eyes. Just running through everybody I'm looking at. He's reciting the details to himself about them, and then somewhere in the mix of all that, does everyone really think I'm so angry? Like I don't understand where this hate nonsense is coming from.
Okay.
You forgot I have 13 forms on hand. I need to keep one to make copies. I can interview 12 people.
Okay, as you all step into the room, there is a single figure. Looks like she probably would have been of wood elven descent if woods were highly prominent these days. A little bit more ruddy color to her skin. Leaning against every time I go to say this word, it's never the right one, and I always want to say pulpit. Just a small stand that she has currently. She just looks at each one of you individually, very briefly, smiles wide, and says, "Welcome to Gangers.
Lovely.
We have a table for you if you're looking for it." And the band strikes up a different song entirely. Into a little bit more of something softer, a little bit more relaxing. The one on drums actually stops entirely and picks up a cello.
Multi-talented.
Uh-oh.
And as you all make your way towards a table, you watch as somebody else, another figure comes up and kind of leads you all to the tables without ever saying anything to the other person at the front pulpit thing.
Is this like a club? Like, is it a
Yes.
restaurant or like people dancing kind of thing?
Both.
Like, what's going on here? Okay.
Yes, all of it is yes.
A podium?
Podium. Thank you. Couldn't think of the word podium. This halfling leads you all to a table just a little off center away from the main mass of people. And he just looks up and goes, "I'll be sure to get you guys some food soon." And just walks away.
God.
Why does no one take orders here in this area?
As soon as he says the word food, what is all of your surface thoughts?
Fish tacos.
Oh
Tacos?
no. I need an antacid.
What's the
Harold
first
is
thing
like
Harold does?
Harold actually, it's the first thing that Justin said was, "Oh God, more food." This is like another third person in an hour that's tried to feed us more. And so that's actually Harold's surface thoughts as well.
Baby's thinking tea might be nice.
Okay.
Yeah, bread and celery maybe.
Bread, bread celery, or bread and celery?
And
Bread celery.
Really calm down the stomach. Eat starchy vegetable.
Bread and celery.
Wilhelm.
I'm just still clocking people in the room.
He gives you a soft kind of like cocked look before he walks away. Mac, as you kind of like clock those two Goliaths in the corner, you look down and realize that there's no menu, and you look up and one of the Goliaths is now a Fearbolg. Just like brushing the other Goliath's face.
Hey, did anybody?
I swear I already got that one.
Did you say
Yeah.
brushing the face? Like,
Just kind of like cupping the face for a moment.
this is a very odd place.
What do you think?
And they were roommates. My favorite meme of all time.
It's a good vine. It's one of my favorites.
Should I like go up front and ask for some menus or something, and maybe a bar list? I've only been to places like this a couple times. They're kind of weird.
As you go up to, are you going up to the bar?
Mac, if you have to ask, you can't afford it. Or don't get us kicked out.
Well, no, I want to at least see what they've got.
We can ask when they come back.
Yeah, all right.
Maybe it's
That's
just
probably
like,
what it was. Is they probably bringing us.
right, or like a salad or like a basket of bread.
Maybe it's one of those set menu places.
Oh, yeah. No, I've been to one of them before too.
Maybe it was on the door and we didn't notice it coming in.
Yeah.
Did anybody see the artist?
You can make perception checks if you'd like to see if you can
Ooh,
find
yeah.
the artist.
Heck yeah, man.
Oh,
It should have been there from the get-go, I guess.
No, you don't even know why I bother rolling.
Nice.
Get your
Thank you,
dice off my sheet.
That's an idiot.
Wilhelm.
18.
hey, 18.
Yeah,
What are we
16 's
rolling
not
again?
bad.
Perception.
19.
You still
We're all
have a
rolling
minus
really
3, I
good.
believe.
I still have a -3, so overall that's a +6 for a 21.
Apparently, the secret to rolling well is a boatload of fish tacos.
And some soft music as each of you kind of like look out across the crowd, kind of as he says, "Has anybody seen the artist?" You all look around, kind of start clocking people, and what catches you off guard is not the fact that you find the artist, but you watch as people physically shift from one person to another mid-step. Multiple people are doing it.
So the problem is we found 3 of them.
Not necessarily. It's just it's just one of those things where you watch as that very beautiful woman in a dress shifts from being high elf to human, and with a different shade of hair in a single footstep.
Does it seem like it depends on who they're talking to, or like just I'm just walking to the bathroom and like, hey,
Make an insight check with advantage.
okay.
This is why I've always advocated that racial abilities should be once per day.
Not good. 13.
So with a 13, in some instances, yes. In
Okay.
other instances, it's almost as if they're just trying to make it seem like there's more people in here than there actually are.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Now then, the rest of you with your perception checks can make arcana checks if you are proficient in it.
Oh, I'm
The-
so proficient.
I
baby.
Oh, I
am
am.
not, but I did want to. My other question.
Oh, right
was-
back at the bottom. Look at us.
My other question
Hey-
is:
hey, Chuck.
is this common? Like, are changelings like? Is this a thing that we're like, holy cow, this is crazy, or it's like, oh, these are rare?
It's
or
definitely
what's-
it is uncomfortable noticing it. First off, it's not a common occurrence. The only time that you would have actually, well, you can roll a history check on top if you would like to.
So
What'd you get?
basically, like in the city, it's like this is not a common sight. Changeling are not to be run into.
Correct.
This would make anybody uncomfortable. It's like, what do I
Correct.
do when I meet one of these?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Justin.
That would be a 30 minus 3 is 27.
So with the
Sweet lord.
It's a 19 on the die plus 11 minus 3.
Shut the fuck up.
He is the Arcana guy.
So with the
Yeah, I just
27,
rolled a 52 minus 3.
Reveal your secrets.
Oh.
as you were looking
Yeah.
around, kind of like getting a grip on the place and thinking about it for a moment, the halfling returns with food that none of you ordered, but all of you were wanting, and a cup of tea,
How did you know?
including celery bread.
Is this? Oh, this is a good question though, because I'm in the medical field and I'm assuming I might have run into just a variety of people. Do I know that that's a thing with changelings, that they're like telepathic or something?
You would okay? Make a medicine check. Let's
Okay,
see.
I can do
Let's see
that.
how this goes.
This is probably the first time this changeling has ever read this serpent. What the fuck is this?
Oh, that's a good one. 24.
With the 24, changelings do not have this ability innately. However, you and Harold know that doppelgangers can, and indeed do read surface thoughts. This is a club full of doppelgangers.
Oh.
Above table, I just got really uncomfortable.
I start eating
On
the fish
on
tacos.
table, Mac has no fucking clue.
And Podrick, nah, you didn't quite catch that one, but yeah. Which explains why the music shifted when you all entered. Which explains why the food just shows up the way it needs to as they shift from person to person. As you're here, and the longer you're in this, thinking about it, this is arguably the ideal restaurant, the ideal club. Because they're going to be reading your every emotion, your every thought. You will never need to order anything. You won't even have to say a word if you don't want to.
I immediately
Harold
start
is like-
thinking.
A single tear just drips from Harold's eye. Just runs down his cheek.
The half you
as
watch
he
as the
just
halfling
looks
just
at this magnificence.
the halfling just kind of grins.
Pip is just like, I don't. What the fuck is this? What? Okay. I try it, I guess.
And the waiter is halfling.
Yes.
Yeah. Excuse me. I hate to be a bassa. And again, Wilhelm is still in his head. Surface thoughts, still just looking. Same
gathering people.
Same repetitive running through data. We are looking for Renee.
Without a word, he just kind of gives a soft nod and kind of pats your shoulder softly, and you can feel a twinge of sadness based off of your passive insight in the way that he like softly smiles before turning away.
Gangers!
Son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
Listen, okay. I'm pretty for a reason.
Go-
Thank you. Okay.
Go chuck yourself. Charles Baker, go chuck yourself.
That took so fucking long.
Oh.
Would Wilhelm, with his past experience in particular, I guess I'm more of a supernatural guy, but would I be familiar with the doppelganger?
Fuck you, Chuck.
Make a history check with advantage. Why are you saying
Make
fucking?
a history
It's a good
chuck
bit.
with advantage.
Gamers,
Everybody is slowly
doppelganger.
getting your stupid joke. Odd.
Oh, I just
With
got
advantage,
it.
it's a 12.
Oh, God.
Okay, never mind.
Veda, so okay.
Wow.
Okay.
So with the 12,
Adelaide,
say
I'm
this.
sorry. So yeah, Adelaide, you were
Veda
literally
might have
the
said that out loud as well. She would have done it.
yeah you were the first person to get it, and none of the rest of us aren't pretty.
It's because I was writing doppelgangers with 2 exclamation points in my notes, and it dawned on me.
Oh my
There we
god.
go. This is why you take notes, everybody, so you get the jokes.
Wilhelm, with a 12 history, I'll say that you've probably done you probably have touched on them briefly, and most of it has been in a worse light. Doppelgangers make great assassins.
Oh, this is good for me. It's good for my whole thing I have going on. So in particular, this repetition that I am doing in my head, where I am just running through the details of the room, is that is my entire focal point right now.
Okay. You're finding that more and more people are apparently showing up and leaving without ever exiting the door.
Fucking weird.
I don't know if I would eat any of that.
I look up, I'm like halfway through one of the fish tacos.
Same.
I wish you would have said that about 5 minutes ago.
I just start thinking loudly. Lots of whiskey.
Simply because a species may be more likely to have a particular career does not mean that all of them have that career, you know.
I'm just not certain the nature of the
Oh, is it the
food or
nature of
drink.
doppelgangers?
No, the food or
be
drink that
murderous.
you're eating. And yes, as we're on the subject, it is.
The gnome.
I cast
walks
detect
up.
magic on all our food as he's talking about this.
Okay.
Perhaps
It's like
Well, I
4
cast
bites
detect
in.
magic.
Writing that down.
I cast detect magic. I can see fucking everything. Like,
As you're casting detect magic,
You go blind.
nothing really seems to catch your attention,
Hmm.
other than the things that you all have on you. And
so not even anything in the bar.
not even anything in the bar.
Uh-oh.
As you watch the halfling go behind the bar and come back as a gnome in similar clothing, setting the bottle down next to Mac of whiskey,
I mean, that tracks. I don't think they would ping
mid-shelf.
magical racially.
Oh, there's just a loud sigh. Just, oh, all right. So are you telling me that they can all just, like, be whatever they want to be?
Yes, it's quite simple, really. They just kind of think it and then they become it. They can also hear our thoughts.
Or inclined
Immediately
to be
start
whatever
thinking
you want them to be,
minotaurs.
but yes.
If you're going to start thinking minotaurs,
Yep.
the Fearbolg turns to a very live female minotaur and kind of like puts her finger to the Goliath's lips and turns and looks at you, makes sure to meet your eye line, and winks before turning.
It's like the Lola Bunny of Minotaur.
Like the classic version, not like the modernized good version.
Right. They're just literally like, ma'am. Okay.
Mac, it is inherent deception.
Oh no, I now get that.
If you know what they are, and you know what they're doing, and they know that you know that you know what they're doing, is it really deception?
Very good point. Also, you haven't been quite so forthcoming yourself.
How do you mean?
Well, you didn't tell us that there is a mystery invisible man that wants to kill you and me.
Well, I did specifically tell all of you. That is why we went to the roof, so that I could show him to you.
Well, you didn't really explain us the full width and breadth of what was happening, just that you had a magical mystery friend.
I'm
that
so
wanted
sorry,
us to meet.
Vita. I know we've only known each other for a short time, but please, I don't know anything about you.
Well, I'm an open book.
Why did that feel super appropriate? Like that was so perfect. Both of those in character, just immediately there.
Eating a fish taco, drinking whiskey, immediately going, well, what does a doppelganger really look like then? Just like Max very transparent.
But
All right.
Pip is actually slightly panicking. He's like, what happens if we think about the lilies?
Oh,
Count. Does it count? And then he's
Yep.
like, and then it's
Yep.
like the pink elephant. Don't think about the
Breathe,
tattoos. Don't
breathe.
think about the tattoos.
It's like actually. Well, can I make an insight check?
Oh
to see
God.
that's clever.
Yeah, we have to leave. We can't talk here.
It
No,
just
no.
starts
Everything's
bleeding.
we're gonna die.
I'll
Nope,
say
I'm just
passive
too. I'm too like.
insight. Oh.
Yeah. Yo, passive.
Or passive
Okay.
insight will say that you would catch that Pip is having like
All
a
right,
fucking
Pip-
panic
Pip
attack.
breathe.
Pip
Meltdown.
is generally very
Look
like
at-
very
look at-
relaxed.
Look at me. All right.
So that's
This is an
what?
exercise that I use to focus. Okay, just look around the room.
Huh?
Kristen used to teach me this. This is how, when I was, learning to be a detective, this is how I started. To start thinking of the details you are seeing. Right? It is a good meditation internal technique. So just look at the color of the wall, look at people's height, look at the color of their shirts, look at the color of their eyes, the beard, no beard, hair, what style. You just start rattling it off, and you will.
Okay.
And your mind will clear.
Red
okay?
shirt, color of blood.
Hey, Wilhelm.
Pink walls, color of the
What?
brain.
I have a question.
But
Who taught Wilhelm that method?
Tristan.
Okay.
Bye.
As you're thinking about that, you watch as a familiar figure comes stepping out of the back room. A little bit ruddier in complexion than anticipated. White beard. Mustache. Clean shaven. Hair a little wispy underneath hat as you see Tristan just kind of come out with a tray, dropping it off at another table.
Okay, never mind. Pip, you're right. We have to go.
See, we're gonna die. This place is gonna kill us. I swear to God, we're all dead. And now that I have inevitably thought,
now all that's running through.
Did anything happen?
Now all that's
Nothing
running through
happens.
Wilhelm's head is the images of Tristan encased in Arwintinian granite.
As you do that, you watch that figure stop, blink rapidly for a moment, and your question is answered, Mac, as you watch the visage drop entirely to just a gray, taut skin, no mouth, with eyes peeking over what looks like just no nose, before they very quickly shuffle back into the other room.
Not all memories are worth stealing now, are they?
They can see why they want to look like other people. Oof.
It's not very nice.
Yes, I think they look fine. I much prefer the genuine form to the deceptive one.
How do they talk?
Just a quick question. When y'all's brain exploded, did it hurt, or am I bleeding and I just don't know it? Am I fine?
I'm gonna delicately put a hand against his forehead.
Make a medicine check.
Okay.
And a constitution one.
Oh yeah, because I'm touching your skin. Yeah.
Oh,
No, that's fine.
Beat me to it.
I want to see what these
10,
surface
damn.
thoughts look like.
Constitution.
Rungs
Is it
everywhere.
saving throw?
Yeah.
Not good.
Constitution
10
saving
and a
throw.
10.
12 is the save.
uh-oh.
You as you touch his head, you can feel the poison seep into your skin, and you immediately feel just like a kind of reaction.
Fine. I forgot. I'm fine.
But he feels like you would expect a grung to feel.
Well, the good
Moist.
news, since I'm not in pain yet. I'm pretty sure, we're fine, as long as we don't talk about this stuff.
Oh, God.
I reach up and
Oh,
it's
no.
like a little bit of a nosebleed coming out of Podrick's nostril, left nostril. And I take like a napkin and I just kind of blot it out of the way.
Wait,
All
what?
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right. I may have slipped up before. Earlier today.
Oh,
I knew your brain was fried. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
The
sense.
moment Pip says that, Mac does the exact same thing I just did, and I think of O'Hara.
As you do,
Oh, God. I only have
Music.
18 hit points.
the music stops,
Oh,
and a multitude of people stop what they're doing at their tables and look at you before all of them begin to shift in their seats to that young physical shape that comes to a soft point of her jawline. The nose is beginning to shrink down or grow to what little bit of a button nose that Alhora has. The lips getting thin. As you can see around those eyes, the scars begin to appear as their hair goes up into the messiest black and white bun.
How are you feeling now?
Is that the form she appeared to everyone in the dream?
Yes.
Do you know our friend?
Everyone does to a degree. Everyone shared the same dream.
Feeling the tension in the air, the band strikes back up again, doing what they can to break the tension.
With that, I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts and start throwing it around the room.
Okay.
Smart.
The surface thoughts.
As everybody begins to go back to what they were doing, eating, it's a nervous energy. As you're tossing around Detect Thoughts, make a perception check for me, please.
Yeah. Nat 20.
Ooh.
And that's going to be, I think my perception is just +9. So it's a 26 with the -3.
Okay.
That is correct. +9 -3 is 26.
As you toss up, kind of like very quickly snap, as the Detect Thoughts begins to reverberate through the room, you can hear a cacophony of voices begin to chatter between each other, almost as if they're not necessarily speaking to one another, but that they're speaking knowing someone is listening. Not proper telepathy, though the silent communication is there. As you can hear the voices talking. What does he know?
Would it be almost like a familiar, like the way that when
It is abnormal compared to
Okay.
anything you've experienced. It is literally like people just speaking out into the air, and then a crowd of people listening at the same time, and then responding with a similar just speaking out into the air, going back and forth. Though there's some semblance of organization to it, you can feel the fraying of that organization begin as it begins to disseminate before they start talking about, like, what do they know about that person? Does anybody know anything about her? Why is Alhora on that person's mind? Granted, we've thought about it too, so it's not necessarily unanticipated.
Wait, they say her name?
Mm-hmm.
Is that public knowledge? Like, did she say that in like the dream? I can't remember.
It is not.
Hey.
Well,
am
that's the
I,
thing,
am
is if
I
you're
in any
all-
way able to hear or notice which person actually said the name in their thoughts?
No, it was a little too late for that. They all know the name for some reason. As they're all just kind of like bouncing back and forth before a few moments kind of pass, they are again just this beautiful symbiotic family of doppelgangers communicating with one another in constant inbound thought processes, just listening into one another. You can see the organization begin to reconnect itself beautifully as they go from, is the music too loud? Who needs a new drink? Is this one still interested in me? We need to have new suitors, kind of thing.
Looking around, have we seen someone who looks in charge in any way?
No.
I I start thinking, I wonder what it would take to speak with a manager in my best caring voice. Vidalkins don't really have hair, but if he did, it would be like a razor cut kind of, bob, like.
Okay. Carry on.
What are you trying to say?
But basically, I mean, he's basically trying to get the attention of someone in charge.
Sure. It might come up as your detect thoughts ends. It only lasts a minute.
Of course, Harold asked to speak to the manager.
Of this fine establishment? Absolutely.
Just rattling off in his head like, fuck, sorry. Okay, who else can't I think of?
And
it's just like,
Mabel
Bruce.
comes up.
Oh, Mabel, Bruce, the half crystal guy, everyone in the fucking lilies, just like going. Alan, just yeah.
Does your little brother
Dimitri,
pop up? No one can know.
Fucking Erwin.
And then immediately is like, I start panicking. George, Mabel's dad, just like tons of shit.
Mac,
all of you, Weatherford.
As soon as you start seeing Bruce and Alan pop up. Right, Mac. Here's what I want you to do, okay? Walk through when you're cleaning your guns.
I don't want to start thinking about guns. What if they turn into guns?
Just walk through your process. Walk through your exercise.
Well, you mean unloading and then taking out the cylinder and taking out the stop, working on the back strap and all that?
What does that mean, working on?
Like popping the pins, pulling them out, setting them all aside and, cleaning them one by one.
You've done it 100 times. Just keep thinking about it. Just run through the process for me. But we're going to die in here.
And you say that, Max, and it's like, who's going to kill us? Yintrist isn't going to kill us anymore. It's like
cylinders and half stocks and holy.
Minotaur with an intelligence of 10 is in here going, fuck.
So they didn't. No one came out. That was the person we're looking for, right? You asked.
It's been like 2 minutes.
Maybe they're not here. Maybe we should leave.
I mean, we're in it. We're in it now.
As you're thinking that, kind of like speaking it out loud, a tiefling woman kind of waltzes up very quietly and just says, "Renee is not in today. Try again tonight."
It's very helpful. Thank you.
Do we make an appointment with her? Is that possible?
No. You'll just have to be here when they're here.
We are friends with them. They asked us to meet them here.
Okay. We'll let them know that you were here.
I'm certainly aware we are from the Weathford Hole investigative agency.
We've gathered.
Yes, of course. Okay, excellent. Well then, perhaps we will see you later this evening then.
Sorry about that earlier.
I didn't see a menu, so how much for the beverages and the food?
And she looks over towards the bar, and you can see her look at a man with flaming hair for a moment. 5 notes.
Does that seem cheap?
Very.
It seemed very cheap.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I got a loaf of bread.
That's true, but
and a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, like an entire bottle of whiskey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You did order a bottle. That's right.
Oh, now I have 2 bottles of whiskey. I'm like,
I thought she was only talking to Wilhelm. His is 5 notes.
Harold's surface thoughts become, Gin martini. I'm not a monster. Must be gin. Stirred, not shaken. I'm not an idiot like some literary figures. And 3 olives. Just that's where his
As you
brain
kind of
goes.
like glance over at the man at the bar, you can see him already beginning to pour the drink together.
Cool.
All right, so I guess we're just going right now.
Yeah, are we leaving? What are we doing here?
Let's just bounce real quick.
Before I start thinking about, gun cleaning fluid and cotton patches and stuff.
Keep thinking about it.
All right. What if they come up with
Oh,
gun cleaning fluid and cotton patches?
Not how it works. They're not going to turn into inanimate objects.
Is there
but
an
we
open
thought
container
food-
law in this
food
city?
shows up.
It's a little different. Anyways.
Yes and no. As you watch as that gnomish fellow kind of comes over again and drops off your martini, and then leaves.
Can I put it in a to-go cup, please?
Sippy cup,
Little
not
spout,
open.
So I don't exactly.
Oh, that's so good.
Are you allowed to drink in public in Kasmar?
Yes.
That's what I was asking about the open container law.
Ah, it's
You
like
kidding
Las
me?
Vegas.
It's a big
Drinking Kasmar is what drives the economy. Come on. I guess we go. We'll come back.
If you shouldn't drink and drive economies.
Hey, Pib's had like sparkling water this whole time. That's the spicy stuff.
That's the spicy stuff.
Spicy water.
Gotta keep those nose holes clean. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Disgusting.
He says as he licks his eye.
Oh yeah, so I guess we're leaving. At least I am. Harold may stay here forever.
Yes, do check on Randall for me. No, I'll be along.
I suppose
Ryan, if
I
you're
should
trying to
come
talk to us, okay, there you go. There you showed up. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable as shit.
Now he's thinking about shit. Are they all going to turn into
Yep.
shit?
Immediately.
The Minotaur woman in the corner laughs.
Why don't you go ask her out, Mac?
No, I don't want to think of any kind of relations or anything right now.
She deflates.
Oh.
What a shame.
Not from one liar to another. I mean, what's the difference?
All Pip's thinking is like, well, if if you're in here and like some kobolds walk in, how do you tell which ones are the real threat and which ones are not?
Multiple people around you just grin.
I think
I like them.
I think I'll be on my way, and I get up and I start following. Yeah, I think
We're out of gangers.
I think I'm out of here. Yeah, it's freaking me out too much now.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
If we all start heading out, Harold will be like, Veda, have you ever been somewhere so, well,
Delightful?
I hesitate to use the word wonderful.
I agree. I find them quite fascinating.
I actually like it too.
I may be returning here in certain amounts of downtime.
We should come back, yes.
Just grab the
What?
whiskey bottles and going, don't think of George. Don't think of Mabel. Don't think of Weathford.
They're all
Like popping
popping up
up.
I
behind
was gonna
him.
say they're just popping up behind him as he walks out.
It's just like, hey, look, another Minotaur.
Harold is turning around and looking at Mac and seeing all of these people that Harold has seen and somebody hasn't pop up behind Mac, and he goes, Mac, never mind. Let's go.
So, you all step back out into the rainy evening of Kasmar. What would you all like to do? We can move into downtime now. If there's something else you'd like to go and look into, we can look into that. Or,
We should absolutely tell Weatherford we got a job. What's going on?
Bitch Weatherford.
The real one. Why would we talk to
How do
the
we
fake-
know if it's the real one?
We asked to see the tattoo.
Why don't you try his rune?
That too. Yeah, I used mine earlier and I'm out.
Because he fucking called Padre.
Back. The artist, formerly known as the artist. Is the one who called
Right.
Pod.
Right.
Yeah, he did
Right.
not, yeah. Anyways,
Used
please,
his voice, not his
I'll do it. Just give me a moment. And I'll pull my the thing I stone out of my pocket. It's like on a chain. Mr. Weatherford, are you available to speak? We believe we have a job of shockingly an investigative nature. Just wanted to keep you abreast of details if you're available.
there is no reply.
He's probably in.
Yes, he probably has not
Yeah.
exited.
Are we fully out of this place now? Are we fully out of that place?
Yes, yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You're good. You're in the clear.
I take a breath.
But here's the thing. So, do we go back and talk to him in person, or do we think our invisible friend, Mr. Stabby, is watching us?
That is always the perpetual question.
Hey, Wilhelm, what if you would have thought of him in there?
Oh, that would have been bad.
I don't know that it is not like they becomes that person, and then suddenly, fiery swords are being swung around the room. Right? They are just responding. It is like a natural, like a chameleon. Its environment.
I think his point is they seem to know of Alhora, and if Alhora knows of your friend,
That is
they
different.
might know from
Yes,
you.
that is a better question.
I mean,
Yes, sorry
it
about
seems
that.
pretty reasonable that they know.
They
Well, I
seem
mean,
quite
everyone
angry
knows
about
they
it,
don't
too.
seen her, but we don't know how much they know.
Well, I would assume they know more than most. If people from the Shaded Lily walk around and you have them walking around the city, naturally they're going to bump into him at some point, and that would probably be one of the most interesting things I would have heard on someone's mind all day.
Well, and that brings up an excellent point, because we may have found a loophole in our little situation.
Well,
Apparently, it is restricted to speech, perhaps written word.
Or perhaps it's just intentional communication.
Also, this could also be a good point.
What
We don't know
we've
how
really,
complex,
what we've really identified is a big flaw in the protection of the Shaded Lilies, because we have a whole community just that knows a lot.
And unless they already know about it, we should ask Bruce.
Hey,
Yeah.
why'd that other bar know about the lilies too? What happened to this super secret organization that
No,
everyone
that's-
seems to know about?
That's because JD's in a trench coat, so he looks like a cop, and it's a seedy place.
Right.
Sorry, Wilhelm. I'm fucking sorry.
Who is JD?
It's just
No,
I
okay,
call
I know.
Wilhelm just dance in my head because I caught him dancing in the office one early morning to some polka, and it was insane. So he's just dance in my head.
Okay.
Good save, I guess.
I think.
What, do you guys have a problem with dancing?
No. I can't.
No, until
I
everything
can't
got
quite-
weird, I was thinking about cutting a rug in there.
I don't know. I think we should all just get some sleep and think about what the hell happened today. So much going on. I need to process all of this.
Harold's still at a -3 to everything.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yes,
We need
rest would be lovely.
But we gotta come back tonight. Is it like a power nap or what?
Well, how long is it until tonight, actually?
You've got a couple hours, like maybe 2.
If you're all retiring, then yes, I have some errands I could run.
Perhaps it's just nightly in general and not necessarily only tonight. By your description earlier, Padraig, it sounded like this was a regular haunt for this person.
Yes, we can come back tomorrow night.
Should we all stay together tonight in case something happens with Stabby?
I'm going home.
I assure you, I do not know how to express this any clearer. I promise you. Put my hand on his shoulder. If Regani wanted us dead, we would all be dead.
Right, but like he could still, like you said, he could still just do that.
They're not,
and then
he's
bring
not
us
a
back.
being that just changes his mind.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like he could just pop in and be like, "Hey, tell me where it's at." We're like, "No," and he kills us and then brings us back and like, "See you tomorrow night." You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean that is
So
a possibility. Yeah.
maybe it's I just didn't know if it'd be better to stick together.
Well, it wouldn't
Well,
change the outcome.
The good news is, I was about to say that. The good news is, I don't think it would help at all if we were all together.
I mean, if I got stabbed and brought back to life, it'd be a lot nicer if I had friends around me to be like, "Hey man, that really sucks." No, it'd be like, "That really sucked. You okay?" No, just give me a hug.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind bunking in with somebody tonight. I feel a bit creeped out after that place. Anybody want to stay at my garage with me?
We don't have to worry about the cops anymore, right?
Alright, nobody jump at
I
once.
believe that's all been cleared up.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I can cover the garage. You got a bucket?
I do,
Or
yes.
a bathtub?
Have both.
Sweet.
Take your pick.
Data, would you mind, since, it appears everybody's kind of going home for the evening, on your way back past your family's house, could you check on my sister?
Yes, I can. I've got the night shift tonight, but I've got to stop by to drop things off.
Yes. Last I saw of her, she was in quite a degree of drunkenness, and I've not really heard from her since. So that'd be lovely. Thank you.
Yes, I'll let you know.
What about you, Mac? Are you headed home?
No, I got another idea.
Gonna go fuck some Mabel. It does not say that.
Like
she would never say that word.
I think that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But no.
Where you going, Mac?
No. I was actually going to check the map and see if there's an entry into the super secret compound anywhere nearby, and if I can drive the truck in.
And if you can drive the truck in.
I
mean, the tunnels aren't clear on what is vehicle accessible.
Oh, damn.
But there are a couple to the docks. You could probably go through the docks. One's closer to the actual docks themselves. One's a little bit more inland. So,
yeah, I would head in and see if I can ask somebody where I could bring the truck into.
Okay.
Just to have it there and maybe have somebody else work on it.
Okay.
Just
for me.
for the record, I am going to the junkyard.
We'll handle that whenever we come back in 2 weeks.
Wait, you're going to the junkyard? The dump?
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, are any of these plans shared? Because
Correct,
Pip's
yes.
doing pretty good.
I don't know, because nobody's going in my direction, so.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is Pip's feeling pretty good. He's just, thinking it'd be good to stay together. So,
I
like,
live
if anybody
there.
needs
What do you mean,
company,
tea?
I asked if you were going home, and you said no.
I'm not.
Right, so why would... Yeah, right, so I'm going to the dump.
I'm just concerned that you're going to my neighborhood.
Do you need
what
do you
I'm
need
doing.
company,
Mind your
Wilhelm?
business.
I don't want you
You want
setting fire
backup?
to the neighborhood.
I thought you were going to stay with Pod. You don't know what I'm doing. I'm telling Chuck what I'm doing.
Okay. Wilhelm,
I
are
will
you
say that
going? Are you
Harold
going
would-
home or
would
are you
be
going to
expecting-
Harold's?
No,
I
I
was
told you
gonna
I have an errand to run.
Do you need backup in case you get stabbed and he doesn't bring you back?
If I get stabbed and he doesn't get me back, I'd prefer you're not there to witness it.
I'm sorry. It was me who brought him back to life. Thank you.
Right. Well, I mean, have a potion.
I wasn't.
It was Adelaide,
I was
not
just
Beta.
unconscious.
It was
I
Adelaide.
healed him.
Yeah, I was gonna run that way before you punched life into him.
He's just walking away
It's just a
drinking
flesh
from a
wound.
bottle. It's like, fuck this. Oh my.
But sir, I've cut off your arms. Just a flesh wound. I'll bite your neck.
I was only unconscious, bleeding out. It's fine. I could have survived.
Okay, Wilhelm. If I
have
don't
two
see you
kidneys.
tomorrow, I'm gonna be very upset.
Well,
Don't die.
Pip, you don't know that I'm not a
Yeah.
ghost right now.
I do actually.
Yes,
Oh no, there's two ghosts among us.
I forgot we have to speak about that.
Yeah, you guys have a lot to talk about. That's why I'm like, next session, downtime.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep. Dope.
Great.
Yeah.
That's good.
All
So,
right.
Well, Chuck,
yeah.
you know,
Jesus.
do the thing. Say the words. You know.
I'm going to. That's where we're going to call tonight's session. Thank you guys so much for joining us for A Sinner's Dream tonight. It was a lot. And I'm so glad we went to Gangers tonight. I was wondering if we were going to or not. But thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, for coming in and kind of seeing what we had going on. If you've been here the entire time, thank you for sticking around. Get your last minute elf eggs in now. You should have 2,000 elf eggs for the dice entry, 300 for mini golf. Quickly. I'm stalling as much as I can. Thank you so much, Foundry, for taking care of all of our dice rolls tonight that weren't live. We do live dice from time to time, so both are viable with this party in particular. But Foundry does a great job of handling dice, music, scenes, which one of these days we'll have another battle map. Maybe we'll just resolve all this in roleplay.
We're lovers, not fighters.
You seem disappointed.
I'm not disappointed. It's great.
Whenever I try and be a lover, I get shit from everybody.
Including your lover.
It
Right.
is self-hosted, so if you don't want to have to self-host yourself with Foundry VTT, you can always use forgevtt.com. Your go-to hosting service for Foundry, tabletop audio, Dice Envy. Did I miss anything, JD?
I mean, you're gonna say the words dice envy, and that's it.
Yeah.
All right.
He just said the words tabletop audio too.
I don't have a bit for either one
I'm
of
here
them.
for it. Whatever.
Use our code, 10% off. Get it, Dice Envy, all that fun stuff.
Yeah,
Thanks. I don't know that stuff.
neg 2 at checkout. See, look at that. Look at RC. This is why Ryan's my favorite.
It's okay. I don't need to be your favorite. I just talk to people and make dumb things like gangers.
Anyways, for the game tonight, mini golf.
How many minis is it?
Enough. Just the right amount of minis.
All the minis.
To one, Benny the Knife. Congratulations, Benny the Knife, on your victory
Benny.
for the evening. On your mini
Benny and the
golf.
knives.
Is that like mini in the golf?
And if someone would love to roll me Another spicy D20.
I think I did it last time, so not me.
I want to do it. I want to do it.
Oh, okay. So go do it.
I want to do it.
God, do it. Just do it. God.
It is a 12.
A 12.
Be sure to tune in on Thursday for Plastic Cougar, our scum and villainy game here on -2 Charisma that JD and I neither one play in, which is like the only.
You can look forward to that.
Yeah, you don't have to do this bumbling bullshit over here and his, stuff. But you get to deal with best amphetamines with Trevor and friends on Plastic Cougar on Thursday nights. Scum and Villainy, they're a bunch of punks going up into space, acting, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Very different vibe from this, and yet still somehow -2 charisma. We also have Strahd on Sunday nights, where I get to bug JD as a player, and that's gone off the rails, frankly.
Has it?
Listen, anyway, just join us for Strahd on Sunday night. Come see me get angry at JD for the stupid stuff that Strahd does. Yeah, we've got some big stuff in the pipe. I hope you guys are all here for it. Yeah. JD, who are we going to?
What? Why me?
We got a 12.
It was a 12.
It was a 12.
You want me to go find it? I can go find it.
I know we're gonna go to King Lemon.
King Lemon.
King Lemon.
Royalty today.
Yep.
Go say, go be loud, be proud. Join us over there, and we can always
I can
do
figure
better
out
next
how to do
time.
it.
Yep. Spam all the emotes. Get banned. Really represent -2.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll see you guys on Thursday.
Never had this much support before.
Nice job, Pip.
Not everybody.